It's time for North Dakota High School football. This live digital radio broadcast on the PSP network is brought to you by PNC National Bank, Subway, Hub International Insurance, The Medicine Shop, Bismarck State College, Bobcat of Mandan, Tires Plus, the Chuppy Chiropractic Clinic, Bismarck LASIK, and Planning Team Financial Advisors. Now, it's time for the countdown to kickoff on the PSP network.
Well, it's been 24 years since the Fargo-Shanley Deacons defeated the Century Patriots, and for the second time this season, the Deacons make their way into the capital city to battle the number one ranked and undefeated Century Patriots here at the MD Resource Community Bowl. Hi, Scott Woodmansey alongside Chuck Claremont. Glad to have you aboard on the PSP network as we've got a 11 2A matchup for you here tonight. It features the Fargo-Shanley Deacons, the number 3 team in the state of North Dakota, coming in here with a record of 3-2, and it's the undefeated and number 1 ranked Century Patriots coming in here, coming off a big win last week, 21-14 over Mandan, and Shanley defeating Jamestown 33-13. So, Chuck, I guess it's a heavyweight fight tonight again, but the difference is I'm going to see a different Fargo-Shanley team than I did against St. Mary's, but certainly Troy Matter not pleased with his last trip to the capital city, and he certainly wants to make that a different outcome tonight.
Yeah, the last time they were in the capital city, Scotty, they lost to Bismarck St. Mary's 28-21, where I had the lead 21-7 at halftime and gave up that game, and that's one that, he definitely liked to get a mulligan and start that second half over again, but it doesn't work that way. So tonight he's got an opportunity against the number 1 Century Patriots, and they're 27 straight that they've rolled off. Last time they've lost was way back against Bismarck High in the 2019 championship. So they're chasing the current record of 35 games. And guess who holds that one, Scotty, of 35 straight wins?
Fargo-Shanley.
Fargo-Shanley back in 75-77. So there's no way these Shanley guys, who knows, they probably have some fathers or grandfathers or somebody or uncles that probably played back in that team. And while they may not be thinking of it in the front of their mind, that who knows, maybe it's in the back of some of those guys' mind. So they're going to have their hands full as we get into these games, these teams, Scott. Is, Shanley, you mentioned a different team than they were back against the St. Mary's Saints, and boy.
Yeah, I mean, it was, and again, you go back to that game, and, I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was what was said in the St. Mary's locker room at halftime, if it was, obviously Toby Schweitzer made some defensive adjustments, but we'll get more into this, Chuck. But in that game, Michael Rosberg, their starting quarterback, who was out tonight, I tell you what, he and Johnny Gores just absolutely tore up the Saints secondary. But tonight, no Rosberg, but number 2 is on the field, and certainly number 2 is going to get a lot of looks at tonight. A lot of I think last week he had 21 receptions last week, something like that. I believe that Troy Mattern told me was something ridiculous last week, but nonetheless,
21 catches, 263 yards, and 2 touchdowns. How about that for a day?
Yeah, how about that?
Have a day, young man.
Well, exactly, and I think Rosberg threw it 27 between a combination of Rosberg, Bird, and Meyer, threw it 27 times or 24 times.
Rosberg alone in the first half, Scott, he ended up getting injured the first possession of the second half. He had thrown for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns in 37 attempts in that first half in a series. So obviously the kid can throw it. Unfortunately for them, he injured his shoulder. He got on a tackle and just kind of a quarterback draw, fell on his right shoulder and missed the rest of that game. And they ended up having Bennett Bird play a little bit, and then the sophomore Landon Meyer played too. So it's going to be 2 guys that they're capable, but they're not Michael Rosberg.
No, that's exactly right. Well, certainly it's going to be my look tonight at the Century Patriots. You've had a chance to see him a couple times last week, Chuck, against the Mandan Braves. They dodged the bullet there, and tonight doesn't get any easier, and certainly doesn't get any easier next week. But nonetheless, to be the best, you got to beat them all, and certainly so far, Century's certainly done that.
Well, Century's just they haven't been dominant, I would say.
Exactly.
They've been winning their football games, and they've been getting by. And, hey, you know what? You're still winning your football games, and ultimately they're hanging their hats on their defense. phenomenal defense, giving up under 175 yards a game, just 51 rushing and only 9 points a game. So this is a defensive team that they are built for. They got great guys in every level, from the Schweigerts and Burkhards up front to the Bosleys and Mansmith and Nelson. Then you got dudes in the back with Brjolfsson and Renz. So you've got athletes at every single level, and that's why this Patriot defense has been playing so well. And that's why Coach Wingenbach has been so conservative offensively. As a matter of fact, they haven't even thrown a touchdown pass the entire season. You're 5 games into it.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it should be a fun one tonight. Number 1 versus number 3, and you're going to hear it right here on the PSP Network from the MD Resource Committee. But we'll take a timeout. We come back. We'll take a further look inside the Deacons and the Patriots. You're listening to 11 2A football on the PSP Network. Back with more after this timeout.
I don't know. Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Purchase 4 eligible Firestone tires and receive up to $120 in a prepaid Visa gift card. Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Welcome back to the MD Resource Community Bowl. Scott Woodmansey alongside Chuck Claremont. Glad to have you aboard on the PSP Network. Shanley and Century to do battle. It's homecoming night for the Patriots. It's been homecoming week all week. A little tailgating going on in the parking lot. Pretty good crowd starting to file in for this one. And Chuck, first of all, let's take a little deeper look at this Fargo-Shanley football team. You know, certainly a team, Chuck, that's really for a number of years alongside St. Mary's dominated the 2A side of things. Troy Mattern, came over, took over the reins at Fargo-Shanley, and the one thing Troy Mattern said right away, he said, boys, we're going up. And at the time, we're going to play AAA football. And he did. I think all his kids and the administration bought into it. And certainly this is a team, and I think the numbers have bought into it as well, as getting some kids out. But certainly Troy's been a competitive aspect, in this AAA now 11 2A football side of things for a number of years.
Well, he's proven himself, obviously, and at every level. He's coached the Fargo South at championships. He's won there at Fargo South, and then obviously coming over to Shanley, the championships he's won in the 2A or single A, I guess 2A at the time. And, I think it was just a perfect stepping stone for the Shanley Deacons. They have a phenomenal facility and all their athletic facilities out there in Fargo. And, it really starts with that. And I think St. Mary's is seeing that now. They're getting some of the fruits of the facility that they have north of Bismarck on that side. So they're starting to build their football team. And I think they're probably a couple years behind Shanley, at least in numbers. And so I know the Shanley contingent you talk to, they're super proud of the way what Coach Mattern's done to this football team. And, they just got a lot of confidence in these kids. You watch them. They could easily be 5-0 this year. I mean, a tough loss to Cheyenne. I mean, Cheyenne's number 2. They lost 36-29 to them. And St. Mary's, they had them on the ropes too. So 2 losses by combined 1 touchdown on each one of those. So it's a very confident Shanley football team.
Yeah, and I'll be curious. I had a chance to talk with Troy Mattern a little before the game and talking about his quarterback situation that we touched on earlier. And he, Bennett Bird, a senior, he's been around. He's been in the system, backed up Cooper Mattern last year. But, one thing Troy said is he said, we might run with him a little bit more tonight. So certainly it'll be interesting to see. And then you look at, Johnny Gores. I mean, he's really the guy. He's the go-to guy. And I think tonight – Century's secondary is certainly going to be tested with that matchup. Well,
and I would tell you that Renz Island is who we coined in Jacob Renz. He's a cornerback, and he's going to probably be, whether it's man-to-man or surely he's going to maybe have some help against Gores, but he's a great athlete. He's fast. This kid can jump, he can cut, he can do everything. So having that matchup where you got Jacob Renz at 5'11", you got Gores. I mean, he's 5'6", 155, but you watch him on film, and man, this kid is electric, and he's not afraid to put his head down and run over a tackle or run through a tackle or some arm tackles. And he's just a special kid.
You say he's 5'6", Chuck. When you watch him play, he plays like he's about 6'1" or 6'2".
Yeah.
I mean, he's not afraid. He's not afraid to get in you.
No, just a tough kid. And so between Brynjolfsson and Renz, they're going to have their hands full going against John Gores. And hey, don't look away from Tyler Kraft. Tyler Kraft's a heck of an athlete. He's at their other wideout. He's got 13 catches this year. And last week, Chayton Salka-Porter, he had a touchdown in the back of the end zone thrown by sophomore Landon Meyer. So they've got some talent. And we haven't even touched on Aiden Devine. You talk about some stupid numbers of this kid. He's got three games over 100 yards, but one is 205 yards, one's 234 yards. So he can run the football. And I got a feeling tonight, Scott, they're going to look at him a lot more than normal in terms of running the football. And then you turn around, and this guy's caught 38 passes on the season. So some pretty special numbers that some of these kids in Shanley put up today.
Yeah, and then, Chuck, you look at the Century Patriots, and what can you say? I mean, it's just reload, and standing there talking to Troy Mann, and he goes, I see Century's numbers have gone down a little bit, huh? He just goes, oh boy! But
why wouldn't you want to play for him, right?
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Kind of one of those pieces. You want to be in that team, whether you're somebody who can potentially contribute on special teams. There's kids that are going out that are juniors and seniors that just want to be a part of this tradition that Century's put out there, and it's pretty cool to see that Century stepped up to that. Obviously, it was Bismarck High for a long time, and now at this point, Century surely is the class act of the state of North Dakota in this now AA football.
Well, both teams have made their way back out onto the playing field as we await the playing of our national anthem. If you're tuning in, also got a little video going, and certainly I know there's hopefully that glare that's coming off of the window will get a little bit better, but not much we can do about that as the sun is blaring out of the west right now. So we'll hopefully try to do something to see if we can get that fixed. If nothing else, just bear through us as the sun's going to go down sooner than later, and hopefully you'll get a clear view of what the football game is. But nonetheless, tonight's game is brought to you in part by the Medicine Shop. They're proud to support local athletics. The Medicine Shop offers free delivery, and you can get your flu shot at the Medicine Shop. As it's homecoming night here at the MD Resource Community Bowl for the Century Patriots, they're going to play host to the Fargo Shanley Deacons. Other action going on tonight. Davies is in town to take on Mandan. Legacy's on the road at West Fargo. Minot is in West Fargo as well to take on Cheyenne. Bismarck High, an 11-2A, 11A matchup is out to take on the Dickinson Midgets.
Gibby's hoping he gets a score. It's been 3 weeks since he's got a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Somebody better, if he doesn't, somebody better try to find him quick. And St. Mary's is on the road to take on the Williston Coyotes. It's homecoming up in Williston. We'll try to keep you up to date on those scores as we roll on through this one. Well, we're about ready for the playing of our national anthem. We come back to starting lineups, the Patriots, the Deacons, next right here on the PSP Network.
If you told me 10 years ago I'd be a dad, homeowner, and business partner, I wouldn't have believed it. There's lots of reasons I chose First Western.
Hey Lloyd, how are you today?
Locally owned, community invested, convenient, but most of all, whatever I need, wherever I am, I can count on them.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Got big plans? No matter what the size of the project, Bobcat of Mandan has a tough Bobcat skid steer or track loader for any job. Call Bobcat of Mandan and rent the perfect machine. Rentals are available by the day, week, or month with multiple attachment options, and even a trailer when available. Special weekend rates too. Bobcat of Mandan also has Doosan excavators and payloaders, plus Coyote tractors for rent. Get the work done fast. Bobcat of Mandan on the Strip.
BNC has been here for over 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships. You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
Welcome back to the MD Resource Community Bowl. Scott Woodmansey, Chuck Claremont with you. Glad to have you aboard on the PSP Network as we get set to bring you the starting lineups here tonight for the Patriots and the Deacons. Century won the toss. They have deferred, so they will go on defense first. The starting offensive unit for the Deacons goes like this. Up front, Brady Boyle, 6'1", 210, and a junior. The right guard, Dylan Carlquist, 6'1", 250 and a junior. Left guard will be Luke Lang, 6', 230 and a senior. The right tackle is Damon Hospitales, 6'1", 220 and a junior. And the left tackle is Carter Mitchell, 6', 220 and a sophomore. One wideout, Tyler Kraft, 6'3", 175 and a senior. The other wideout, John Gore, is 5'6", 155 and a senior. And at another wide receiver will be Chayton Salka Porter. He's 6'1", 170 and a senior. And also Isaac Emaneth, he's 5'10", 185 and a senior. At the quarterback spot will be Bennett Bird, 6', 175 and a senior. And the tailback spot, and a good one in that, Aiden Devine, 5'8", 175 and a junior. Their head coach in his 5th season is Troy Mattern. For the Patriots defense, they'll go like this. Up front at nose guard will be Jacob Burkhardt. He's 6'2", 270, junior. At the tackle spot will be Lucas Schweigert, 6', 270 and a senior. At one end will be Jackson Wall, 6', 235 and a junior. The other end will be Jaden Brown, 6'1", 260 and a senior. The linebacker core will be Ben Mansmith, 6'2", 190 and a senior. Jacob Bosley, 5'10", 185 and a senior. And Seth Nelson, 5'11", 185 and a senior. Left cornerback will be Ryan Brynjolfsson, 6'1", 175 and a junior. The right corner will be Jacob Renz, 5'11", 160 and a senior. The safeties at the free will be Connor Trahan, 6'4", 195 and a senior. And at the strong safety will be Braden Hendricks. He's 6', 180 and a senior. Their head coach in his 32nd season is Ron Wingenbach. And Chuck, before we get started in this one, in your thoughts on some of the keys of the game. First of all, you look at Fargo Shanley. One of the keys is, I'm curious to see, is their quarterback, Bennett Bird, and what's he going to do, and what kind of offense are we going to see tonight out of the Deacons? Yeah, I think that it starts with the quarterback right there. Are they going to be able to throw the football? Meyer had success last week. He was a perfect 4-4 for 52 yards. That was a sophomore. He came in late. Bennett Bird, he put it up, but he did not have as much success. He ended up having a interception. I think he might be more of a running quarterback. So at any rate, the key to me is what are those two guys going to do, okay? And that that offensive line, they're not undersized. They're 210 to 250, but when you take and compare them against the Century's defensive line, Scott, that's where they're going to have to come together and see what that offensive line can do against that big, tough Century defensive line of Burkhardt, Schweigert, Braun, and Walls. Yeah, and then Chuck, in your mind, for the Century Patriots is, I think tonight we're going to see, how good is that secondary going to be tonight. I mean, they're going to get tested tonight, a team that likes to throw it all over the field. So we're going to see just, how that, you talked about Renz and Brynjolfsson. They're going to see a lot of action tonight on those corners. Yeah, and I think it's either the Century offense, or the Century offense, the defense, how are they going to go against that Century offense and the wide receivers and Devine out of the backfield? But to me, also a key, and I take a look at this, is we know what Century's defense is, right? They are solid as Sears. They're going to come out and they're going to do the same thing they always have, right? We know who they are, kind of one of those things. It's the offense, to me, that is going to be the other key to me, because Century, they've been struggling. They have not performed very well offensively. I mean, they were way in terms of rushing and throwing the football, only throwing 100 football for 100 yards a game this season. And Brady Dahl, he has struggled. He had two interceptions thrown in the first half last week and attempted one pass in the second half. So is Shanley going to put Century in a position to force them to have to throw the football? Nobody has really done that yet. And that's a key to me, that if Shanley's going to be successful, they've got to somehow try to get a lead and put Century in a position to have to throw. Well, tonight's game brought to you in part by Tires Plus. When shopping for tires, shop Tires Plus. All brands under one roof with the guaranteed lowest prices and their service after the sale with the Tires Plus plan. You can't go wrong with Tires Plus. Visit them online at TiresPlusND.com. Got to give a thank you to Megan Ronnie coming in here and helping us out, running the camera. So big thanks to her. And again, we do realize there is a little bit of a glare, but unfortunately the sun is beating down on us. Chuck and I we're not in swimsuits, I can tell you that. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Thank goodness the camera's facing the other way. We got some beads of sweats rolling down us, but that's okay. Yep. So, it is homecoming night here, and lots of action going on across the state in 11AA and 11A football. We'll try to keep you up to date on that as we roll on through this one. Should be a fun one here as the Deacons get set to receive the opening kickoff. Devine and Gores will go back to receive for the Deacons. Kicking it away for Century will be Paul Osmond for the Patriots.
He's a good one, good leg. That's one of the things at punter, too, averaging 38 yards a kick. So that's one thing. Century's special teams was big last week. Osmond kicked a number of kicks into the end zone and also put him in great position in terms of flipping the field sometimes with a couple of his long punts. I think he averaged over 40 yards a punt last week. So we got a little smoke going in the Century.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I got some smoke bombs going up. So, nonetheless, why not? It's homecoming. Somebody had to sneak something in here on homecoming, but crowd mic, too. We'll try to get that fixed for you as we move along the broadcast. But we're about ready to go. Shanley in their road whites with red numbers. Century in their home navies. Special teams getting their last-minute instruction as Osmond awaits the teed up. Gores and Devine standing at their own 5-yard line, awaiting the opening kick here from the MD Resource Community Bowl. Century and Fargo Shanley.
Century, obviously, they won the toss, but like they do so many times, let's throw that defense out there, right?
Yeah.
Let's defer and let Shanley take the football and throw our defense and see if we can't get ourselves in good field position right away.
And we are about ready to go as we await the signal from the official, and I believe he has given it, and Osmond approaches and knocks it away, and it's going to be a good kick, and that's going to drive Devine all the way back into the end zone. So it'll be a touchback, and Shanley is going to start their first offensive series, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Just underway as Bennett Bird, the 6-foot, 175-pound senior quarterback, comes out. They're going to spot the ball on the left hash at the 20-yard line. Shanley gets the play from Bird. They spread the field. They go 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Lone back is Devine standing alongside Bennett Bird. Bird looks, throws it out in the flat, and pass is intended for no, that was Aiden Devine, incomplete at the 25-yard line. So that time they slipped Devine out of the backfield.
They
had to throw it underneath.
They actually had Devine. They had Gores next
to
the quarterback.
Okay. Yep.
Kind of flipped some things up a little bit, put Devine out in the slot.
And Shanley likes to go. They go fast. Bird barks out the signals. Down the line, the option to Devine, trying to get these. Got room, 25, angles 30, and he's going to be ripped out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Connor Trahan and Chuck, just like you said, right away we see a dose of Aiden Devine, and he picks up a Deacon first down.
Yeah, they like that pitch play where the quarterback takes the snap and a little kind of shuffle pitch over to Devine. And Devine, he had a huge hole. A great job by that right side. Hospitalis really turned the defensive end in and got a lot of room for Devine to turn up field. And I think he got a little horse collar shot after he got tackled.
It sure appeared that way. So the penalty moves the football all the way out to the 48-yard line of the Deacons as they have it 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Now they motion Gores right to left. Bird barks out the signals. He gives Devine straight up the middle. He's across midfield into Century territory down to the 49-yard line. Goes Aiden Devine. Burkhardt, the nose guard on the stop there for Century. They're going to give him a gain of 4. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 6 for the Deacons. Just underway, 11:30 left to go here. Opening quarter to play. The Deacons on the move. As Bird waits for his running back to get his helmet snapped up, and now Bird barks the signals out, and they're going to motion Gores. They give it to Devine. Devine, he's got room, 45-40, and he's into the secondary all the way down to the 35-yard line. Braden Hendricks makes the stop, so another big run there for Devine as he gets it down to the 35-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 for Shanley.
Yeah, that fake jet sweep, Scott, that action held those linebackers long enough. Good blocking in the middle to give Devine another big play.
Bird, and they just throw a little quick hitter out to Gores in the flat, but a flag comes in. I think it's going to be a false start against Fargo Shanley.
And this is one thing, it's warm down in the field. It's 70 degrees, but it's hot, Scott, down there. When I was, I don't, maybe it was me just because I ran up and down the stairs, but it sure felt hot. And so the guys down in the field, I'm not
you
getting
weren't sweating, were you?
Well, no, not at all.
Okay, I didn't
not
think
getting
so.
time in between plays is a big thing.
Here we go, 1st and 15. Bird back to pass. He's going to go down the far sideline. He's got a man out there. Gores, did he catch it? No, they're going to say he was out of bounds. Made a great adjustment at the 15-yard line. Brynjolfsson on the coverage, but he was unable to keep his feet in bounds, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 15 for the Deacons. 10:40 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. No score. Shanley, their first offensive possession, as they have it in Century territory at the 40-yard line. Bird fakes Devine, throws a slant, Kraft, and he's going to be brought down at the 31-yard line. Jacob Renz on the stop there is little slant pattern to Tyler Kraft. Good size, 6'3", 175.
I think the plan there was, hey, let's get half of it back, right? We're going to go for it on – is it still third? Oh, they had third on the last play. But, yeah, give yourself a good third and an opportunity at 5 yards.
So 3rd down and 5. Bird, they option Devine. Now he cuts inside. He's got the first down at the 25, spins down close to the 20-yard line. And Seth Nelson makes a stop, but a big hole and a good cutback there by Devine.
Yeah, another 10-yard run for Devine. I tell you, he's got 40 yards already, Scott. And one thing with him is when he turns a corner, he gets those shoulder square, and he is quick. He can scoot.
1st and 10 from the Century 21-yard line. They motion Gores. They give it Devine going right. He's got room again, and Devine works his way down across the 15. They're going to say he stood up right there. Seth Nelson again.
They love that right side, Scott. Carl Quist and Hospitalis, both juniors, are really doing a phenomenal job against the left side of the Century defense.
Big gain there. Gain of 7, 2nd and 3. Bird gets it out in the flat. Gores in open space. Look out. He gets to the edge, breaks one tackle. He's at the 10 and run out of bounds. At the 8-yard line is Johnny Gores. Connor Trahan runs him out of bounds. And, boy, I tell you what, Shanley looking pretty good on this opening drive.
Well, that's where they're putting the football in their playmakers, and they're giving them space when they get it, Scott, to be able to pick and choose where they're going to go. And Gores made one guy miss.
Bird, receivers left and right. Now they're going to motion Gores. Gores, they hand off. Devine going right, puts his head down, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of 1. Jacob Burkhardt on the stop there for the Century Patriots. Tonight's game brought to you in part by Chuppy Clinic. They offer more than basic adjustments of the spine. Chuppy Clinic is concerned about the overall health and wellness of each patient, offer care and services to meet the greater demands of current health needs. Find them online at chuppy.com. Here's Bird rolling to his right. Bird sets, fires corner of the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete, intended for Johnny Gores. Brynjolfsson on the coverage, so that's going to bring up a 3rd down and goal to go from the 8-yard line for the Deacons.
A little late on that throw, Scott. He was open immediately coming out of that break, and the quarterback took way too long. You watch his windup, kind of reminds me of the Randall Cunningham. A baseball. He brings that thing way down. It takes him a lot of time to release the football.
So here's Bird. Bird's going to keep it. They option. Devine trying to get the outside, cuts inside, and that time he's going to be swarmed under, maybe for a loss, as Schweigert was having none of that, and he rips him down. So Troy Mattern's going to have to make a decision here on 4th and goal from the 8-yard line.
He tried to option down the line, and Devine got the pitch, and then he tried to spin off Lucas Schweigert, the 2-time All-State tackle, and that wasn't happening. Let's just say he swarmed him down big time.
And what are we going to do here is Troy Mattern going to run this down and take a timeout and talk about it. It appears that way, that's what he's going to do as a play clock at 5, 2, 1, and that's exactly what he's going to do. We've got a Hubbard National Insurance timeout on the field. Call Hubbard National Insurance today for all your personal and business insurance needs. 8:13 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Century 0, Shanley 0. Back after this timeout.
Would you enjoy waking up and not having to reach for your glasses? See clearly with LASIK from Bismarck LASIK. Imagine no more hassles or expenses of glasses and contacts. At Bismarck LASIK, our highly experienced LASIK surgeon, Dr. Stephen Wexler, and our state-of-the-art clinic can improve your vision through a quick corrective procedure that's affordable and life-changing. Book your free consultation with Bismarck LASIK. Call 701-222-2020, 701-222-2020, or schedule online at bismarcklasik.com.
This live digital radio broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by BNC National Bank, Subway, Hub International Insurance, The Medicine Shop.
Shanley comes out on 4th and goal to go from the 8-yard line. They motion Gores. They fake it to Devine. They option to Gores. Bad pitch. He's got a fall on it all the way back at the 19-yard line. And the Century defense has come up for big time there.
Yeah, that was just a bad pitch, Scott. Is faked the option to Devine and then pitched it out to Gores and over behind him. And Gores just had to jump on top of it. Jaden Braun, that right defensive end, he was right there to touch him down for a big loss of out to the 18, a loss of 11.
So here come the Century Patriots, their first offensive possession, 1st and 10, 8:08 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Brady Dahl under quarterback. Dahl hands off. That's going to be Renz, and Renz hops his way across the 20, gets her out to the 22. I stand corrected. That's Peyton Arndt on the carry. Up front, Katie, the center, Schweigert, Walls, the guards, Edlund, Burkhardt, the tackles, Sion Sorensen, the tight end, Trahan, the split end, Renz, the flanker, Peyton Arndt and Bosley, Arndt the tailback, Bosley the fullback, and Brady Dahl, the quarterback, on 2nd down and 7 after a gain of 3 there for Century. I backfield behind quarterback Brady Dahl. They motion right to left to the Patriots. They hand off Arndt up the right side, and he is going to be stood up and pile driven down. Big number 34, Adam Leininger, makes a stop from his linebacker spot for Shanley.
And he's just a sophomore, and this kid, they love Adam Leininger, 6 foot 210, and that was just met the running back right in the hole and drove him backwards.
Well, Chuck, I think we're going to see it right here. This is a passing situation on 3rd and 6 from their own 23-yard line as Brady Dahl works out of the pistol. Brady back to pass. Looking. Throws it back in the flat. Caught by Arndt at the 22, 25, and he's down to the 27-yard line, short of the first down. Nick Hodel makes a stop as he had to get out to the 29-yard line. Did Arndt, and it's going to be 4th and really short. So what is Ron Wingenbach going to do here? Is he going to roll the dice?
I would say probably not with your defense. Why put him in that position? 5-yard gain on that pass. And boy, Dahl, one thing if he would have looked in the middle, Scott, he had Renz wide open in the middle of the field for a first down.
Well, and it appears the Patriots are going to go for it. 4th and 1 from their own 28-yard line. Dahl goes under center. Quarterback keeper over the right side, and I don't think he didn't get it.
I don't think so, Scott.
Nope, he did not get it.
That's not something Coach Ron Wingenbach does. He's a pretty conservative coach, and somebody talked him into it.
As he is going to be short.
Big time play in the middle by Lang and Carl Quist. The big guys up front, Jackson Paul, Brady Boyle. I mean, man, they just had a huge push in the middle.
So now you give the Deacons a short field, 1st and 10 from the Century 28-yard line. You're calling on your defense again, are the Patriots. Bird comes out. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Bird rolling back, sets, throws down the far sideline. Look, he's got a man out there. And Brynjolfsson, he went up. And it looked like he tried to get it with one hand, and it falls out of his arms. But nonetheless, good coverage there by Brynjolfsson down that far sideline.
And Brynjolfsson, I mean, hey, this guy's a heck of an athlete as well. When you take a look at some of the stats, on Brynjolfsson, he can jump. He showed it right there, Scott. He got way up in the air. This guy's placed in the high jump. He's a 35-inch vertical, and he went way up to knock that one down.
Here comes Devine. He's at 20, fights his way to the 15, and he's down to the 14 as they threw a little swing pass to Devine out of the backfield. And Devine took it upfield, picked up the first down, and once again the Deacons are knocking on the door as it'll be 1st and 10 from the Century 13-yard line.
Yeah, 15-yard pickup, and just love getting the football again to their playmakers.
Here's Bird. Bird's going to keep it. He goes right. He's got a little bit of room and going to be stood up after a gain of 1 down to the 12-yard line. So it'll be second down. They're going to give him about a yard and a half. Lucas Schweigert makes a stop there for Century.
Yeah, you're starting to have Lucas Schweigert show his way up front like, okay, these runs inside. I got the medal, okay?
You guys get the edge. How they go trips right. Bird down the line option, turns upfield, and once again, not going to have any of that. Is that front up for Century, and big number Ben Hanstead making the stop. Big number Mansmith, I'm sorry, from his linebacker spot.
Last week, he had a big game. We called his name time and time again, 6'2", 190, but he can run all over the field.
Third down and 7, 4:45 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Opening quarter, no score. The Deacons knocking on the door. They throw it in the flat, caught. Gores, stiff arm, turns upfield. He's at the 5, into the end zone, touchdown, but hold the phone. There's going to be a holding call back at the 12-yard line on the Deacons.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Chayton Salka-Porter as he had hooked. He was the guy doing a little receiver screen as he was the one having to block the cornerback, and definitely had a hold of him. The judge in the back, judge clearly saw it, and it took away another tremendous effort and run by John Gores, where he takes it in from 10 yards out, weaves his way out of some Century tacklers, but all for naught.
So here comes a third down and 17 now for the Deacons. Bird. Oh, they're going to set up a screen pass, and they do, and it's read nicely as they screen it to Devine, and Jacob Bosley sniffed that out, and now it's fourth and a long ways for the Deacons.
Bosley, just a dude. Strong safety. Last year moved him into middle linebacker, and, I mean, he's a wrestler. He's just a tough kid, and he just completely shed a blocker on that outside and made a huge one-on-one tackler on Devine.
Well, it appears now are we going to kick a – yep, we're going to have a field goal.
And last year I
Cole Jager on to attempt 40-yard field goal. Snap, hold, kick. Oh, no, and that's not even going to be close.
Almost blocked by Connor Trahan as he got in the middle, and I think the kicker kind of looked up and went, ruh-roh, I'm going to try to kick it around him, and so big stop. Why am I blanking out the all-state kicker for Shanley last year? Went to Stanford.
Yeah, I interviewed him on my sports show.
Right, kicked the 50-plus yard field goal, and that's they've had two opportunities. Not McKinley. We'll figure it out.
We're going to find that. Emmett Kinney.
There you go.
Emmett Kinney. See?
I got the Kinney. I got the Kinney.
Yeah, I got the – all I did was a trigger. I just see the little trigger there, Chuck.
We're getting old, but we remember some stuff. Anyway, Emmett Kinney, this guy, he had a couple over 50-yard field goals, and he possibly had a couple opportunities that he could have had if they had somebody at that level.
Century's second offensive possession, they go to Arndt, and he goes right, cuts back left, picks up a couple out to the 22-yard line, goes Peyton Arndt. BNC National Bank Financial Solutions for your life and business. BNC National Bank. 3:32 left to go. Opening quarter, no score on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Chuck Claremont, Scott Woodmansey with you from the MDU Resource Community Bowl. Glad to have you aboard on the PSP Network. Also, West Fargo, Shan, and Minot, you can find on the PSP Network as well. This time they give it to Arndt, coming right, cuts inside, spins across the 25, and that's where he'll be spotted right there at the 25-yard line. So now a third down and 5 for the Century Patriots.
We'll see if they open it up again with Brady Dahl again. Brady Dahl he's 1 for 1 in that first possession. One thing they like to have Brady do is roll out, Scott. Give him kind of a couple options. You have an opportunity to run the football, and if that first down's there, turn up and run it. If not, give him a couple options for people out in the flat or in the next level.
Yep, and now they're in another passing situation. 3rd and 5, they motion. Dahl, flags come out. False start's going to go against Century, so now it'll bring up a 3rd and 10 for the Patriots.
Now they're all pointing back at somebody. Dylan Carlquist is a big one, saying, nope, that's back the other way. So now a 3rd and 5 where the rollout, hey, not that it isn't something potentially now, but it sure changes what you're looking at. Now you got to get 10 yards for the first down versus 5.
Clock winds, 2.5 to play, opening quarter. No score on the BNC Bank scoreboard as play comes in from Jacob Renz. He's going to go wide left along with Hinder. To the near side comes Trahan. Quarterback Brady Dahl, now they motion. They fake it. Dahl back to pass. He's looking. He's got a man wide open. He's got Arndt in stride. Oh, and he can't catch up to it at the 50-yard line. That was 6 points if he completes that pass, as they ran the little wheel route that time, and Arndt went right down the sideline, and Dahl just overthrew him.
Yeah, I just needed a little more air underneath that, and Peyton Arndt needed about a 4.4 speed instead of 4.5 speed, as it just on his fingertips he couldn't pull it in. But great call by the Century Patriots, but just couldn't execute.
Well, they got Paul Osmond listed as the punter, but that doesn't look like Osmond, though. That looks like 52 or 62.
Well, 62 is Osmond.
Oh, okay, he's 24. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay, we just forgot a number change. That's all right. You're forgiven. Here's Osmond. Osmond, go a good line kick. Kraft's going to let that one roll, and that's going to go all the way down. Now he's got a fall on it. Tried to pick it up at the 25, and he falls on it back at the 23-yard line. So a great kick there by Osmond, and now the Patriots pin the Deacons in their own territory.
55 yards in that kick, Scott. We touched on that in pregame, how their special teams is a big key to this football game as well.
So now the Deacons will have it in their own territory. 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line. No score on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Shanley and Century. Quarterback Bennett Bird, Devine alongside her, and Bird back to pass. They throw it in the flat, caught Gores at the 30, and he's brought down there. Forward progress. I stand corrected. Brynjolfsson on the stop. That was Isaac Emeneth on the reception for the Deacons. A good gain there. They'll give him a gain of about 6, so to bring up 2nd down and long 4 to go.
They're just keeping Bird with those quick passes right now.
Yeah, here's another one. They get it to Gores. Gores trying to get to the edge. Good stiff arm at the 30, 35, and pushed out of bounds at the 37-yard line is Gores, and pushing him out of bounds was Mansmith for the Patriots. It'll be a 1st down. You know, and this is one of the things we saw against, they just nickel and dime you down the field, and look out for Kraft, because Kraft's a guy that's got some size and he can move. They try to air one out to him. It's 1st down and 10 now. Bird rolling to his right. Sets, throws it underneath. Cut. Oh, picked off Brynjolfsson, 45-40, 35-30. And he's going to be brought down at the 25-yard line as Brynjolfsson stepped in front of that pass. And Bennett Bird on the stop, but another big defensive play for the Century Patriots.
Well, Ryan Brynjolfsson, he was up to the task. We talked about Jacob Renz on Renz Island. Well, tonight they've been going against Brynjolfsson time and time again, and he has stepped up big time. An earlier deflection back down inside the 10-yard line, and this time he stepped in front of a pass at the 45-yard line, Scott, and if it wasn't for a good effort by Bennett Bird, the quarterback, that could have been a pick 6.
Exactly. Brady Dahl goes under center eye backfield. Arndt dots the I. They toss it. Arndt coming to the near side. He's got blockers. Now they string it out, and now he turns upfield at the 25. The flag comes in. I do believe a flag came in on the near sideline, and that's in the vicinity of a holding call, and that's exactly what it is. They're going to spot off 10. So
that Century defense, they stepped up again, Scott, as Shannon looked like they had something going that last possession, and instead the defense comes up. Brynjolfsson makes a big pick, and obviously you don't want to start your offensive possession with a 10-yard penalty.
Reminder to stay tuned for our Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show. Planning Team Financial Advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom. 1st down and 22. Patriots go trips to the left. Dahl barks out the signals. They fake it. Dahl keeps it. He's got some room, and he runs over a defender at the 30 and falls forward to the 29-yard line. Adam Leininger makes the stop, so Dahl gets a little bit back.
Yeah, 7-yard gain. Good read there, Scott, too.
Yeah, it was.
He faked that handoff to the running back, to Arndt, and then went to the outside on that fake handoff and just showed his speed. And he's big and thick. They say 195. Coach Wingenbach in our interview last week, he said, he's 205 for sure. And see, he shows he can pack a punch when he runs over you.
So Dow on 2nd down and 15 for the Patriots. Again, twin receivers left eye backfield. They give it to Arndt. Arndt now cuts it to the outside. He's got a blocker. He turns the corner. He's at the 20, and he's going to be brought down there. Is Peyton Arndt. On the stop was Kraft that time for the Deacons. So a good run there. Nothing up the middle. Arndt bounces to the outside, and he gets it down to the Deacon 19-yard line, and obvious 4-down territory for Century, but I think that's going to be the last play of the first quarter here from the MD Resources Community Bowl on homecoming night for the Century Patriots on the BNC Bank National Scoreboard. One quarter in the book, Century 0, the Deacon 0. Back with more on the PSP Network after this timeout.
The North Dakota Safety Council is dedicated to preventing injuries and saving lives by offering hundreds of safety courses. The NDSC helps workers return home safely every night and make sure schools are ready for any emergency. Our first aid training and defensive driving courses help save lives. We empower people through personal protection courses and operational risk assessments for businesses. We're a private, nonprofit organization committed to making North Dakota's homes, schools, communities, workplaces, and roads the safest in the nation. Learn more at ndsc.org.
Have real questions about your future? Here's your real answer. BSC offers hands-on training and a real college experience, making your future a reality. You don't have to travel far and wide for a really great education. Check us out at bismarckstate.edu.
With 28 on the shot clock, 53 on the game clock, sends it inside. Here's Allie Nelson to the right side. Cheddar's open, 4-3, unloads, she scores!
PSP Network has one mission: promoting our local athletes while delivering pro-quality broadcast coverage. Stay up to date with the PSP Network on Twitter @NetworkPSP and on Facebook @The PSP Network. Like and follow our social media for your chance to win. PSP Network. It's game day.
Welcome back to the MD Resources Community Bowl as Patriots on 3rd down and 5. They fake it to Arndt. And the rollout by Dahl. Dahl turns upfield, and he breaks a tackle, falls forward, and he's close to first down yardage, but I think he's going to be about a yard short, as I think he had to get to the 15-yard line. Brady Boyle makes a stop there for the Deacons, so obviously Ron Wingenbach's going to go for it. They bring in big number 77. That's Nate Canright.
77.
That's what it looked like.
77's Schweigert.
Schweigert. I'm sorry. What am I thinking of?
He was
probably
probably
got two 77s on there. Schweigert, I'm sorry. Schweigert, nonetheless,
who's
comes
in the
back
back.
in.
They got the big guy in the backfield, Scott.
4th down and 2. They give it to Arndt going left, and
Nope.
boy, I don't know.
No way. Didn't do it again, Scott, off that left side. And they had two guys right there in the face of the defense, led by Damon Hospitalis, as he was in there. Boy, 2 times on 4th down, they have been thwarted.
Well, and those Deacon coaches certainly like to get their attention on the field as they about 10 yards out on the field. So another big defensive stop. It's a boxing match here at the MD Resources Community Bowl. No score on the BNC Bank National Scoreboard. Now the Deacons start 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line. They fake it to Gores. Now they give it to Devine, and Devine is wrapped up, and Ben Mansmith again. He's going to have to come off. His helmet comes off, but a big play there by Mansmith as he stops Devine.
Yeah, he filled the hole immediately, and can't say enough about how impressive this young man has been these last couple of weeks, for the whole year for that matter.
Sorry, Chuck.
Now as Mason Regal comes in to spell him.
Loss of 3. They throw a quick pass out into the flat.
When they had a guy open too, Scott.
That was
Salka
Porter.
Yeah. On a little swing pass. They love those quick routes. They had Tyler Kraft blocking on the outside, potentially an opportunity to pick up some good yardage, but the quarterback threw it right in the ground.
So now a 3rd down and 13 for the Deacons from their own 13-yard line. Bird. Oh. And they got Century to jump, so that's going to give them a little bit more room. Reminder, we'll have our Sport Clips player of the game. Sport Clips brings you the MVP of this matchup. They're located at South 3rd Street and is the home to the MVP haircut experience. Sport Clips brings you this game's MVP. So 3rd down and 8 now for the Deacons. Bird rolling back. They throw it underneath. It's going to be caught. Gores, he got the 1st down. And he's going to be brought down at the 29-yard line. Nifty catch there by John Gores on the stop. Seth Nelson moved the chains, and it's a Deacon first down.
A deep in route for Gores as he just busted upfield and turned in the middle of that soft 2 zone and pick up 16 yards and a first down.
Quickly to the line, they throw it out in the flat. Bert Emeneth catches it, turns upfield, and he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Stand corrected. That was Selka Porter on the reception.
Well,
Good
these guys
gain
have
there.
a fast break offense.
Yeah, they do. They get it up and they go. There's not enough time to read an ad. Bird again. Throw it out in the flat. Gores trying to get to the edge. A stiff arm, and Brynjolfsson's having none of that. And he ripped him down, but I think Gores may have picked up the first down.
Maybe just short, Scott, as he spun around. Brynjolfsson had a hold of his jersey and did a pirouette, but they're going to say, yep, just barely got the first down. So right now, Gores, that's his 4th catch. And the guys on the outside, they got their arms on the side, Scott. I mean, these guys Century better be in shape.
Yep. And the Deacons, ball spotted right hash. They go trips to the high side of the field. Now they throw it in the flat. Caught. Devine turns upfield, being chased on the backside. Mansmith comes in and wraps him up for, I don't know if he got anything. Maybe a yard.
Yeah, Scott Mansmith, he has clearly got man-to-man on Aiden Devine, and he's done a pretty good job thus far. Just a 1-yard gain on that little swing pass.
9:30 to go in the opening half. Devine gets it, goes over the right side, across the 40 down to the 38-yard line. Goes Devine. No score on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Burkhardt and Schweigert on the stop for Century.
Every once in a while you got to go in the middle, kind of keep everybody honest.
Yep. So 3rd down and 7 now for the Deacons. Bennett Bird stepping in for the injured quarterback, Michael Rosberg. Bird back to pass. He throws it down the seam. He's got a man. Caught. Selka Porter, 20, 15, 10, and he's going to be brought down from the backside at the 5-yard line by Jacob Renz. But Selka Porter on the big reception on 3rd and 7, and the Deacons have it 1st and goal to go.
As a post pattern, Scott, and I couldn't see if it was the free safety Trahan tried to step in front and kind of high point it, and it went over the top of his hands and right into the hands of Selka Porter. So big gain. What'd they get down to, the 3-yard line?
Yep, 1st and goal to go from the 3-yard line. Bird, he's going to give it to Devine. Devine angles left and may have got a yard.
That last play went 55 yards, Scott.
So a big play there from Bird to Selka Porter, and now it's 2nd down and goal to go as they're going to say there was no gain from the 3-yard line. Bird, and what do we got here? I think we're going to have, a Hub International timeout on the field. Contact your local Hub agents, Leif Olson and Josh Cattell, for your personal insurance needs. 8:19 to go on the BNC Bank scoreboard at Century 0, Deacon 0. Back with more on the PSP Network after this timeout.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know. Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zzz, zzz?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Purchase 4 eligible Firestone tires and receive up to $120 in a prepaid Visa gift card. Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Well, 2nd down and goal to go for the 3-yard line for the Deacons, as they're going to try to put the first touchdown on the board here. Can the Century defense hold up? Bird barks out the signals. They motion Gores. Bird, they give it Devine. Going left, runs one by one defender, and he goes into the end zone untouched as Burkhardt whiffed, and the Deacons are on the scoreboard as they lead at 6-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
Huge hole in that left side, Scott. Mitchell and Lang, the left tackle and left guard, had a big hole. Once Burkhardt, he got in the backfield and whiffed on the tackle, Devine went untouched into the end zone. So a big play by Selka Porter, Scott, and then also that 3rd down, 16-yard first down by Gores.
Extra point is up and good. So on the BNC Bank scoreboard, 8:16 to go. Opening half of play. Shanley 7, Century 0. Back with more after this timeout.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck,
Who's the
Garrison,
kicker?
and Center, our full-service
Noah?
team
No,
of professionals
Jagger?
are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Well, 3-yard touchdown around there by Aiden Devine, and the Deacons take the early lead in this one as they lead at 7-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard with 8:16 to go in the opening half.
Yeah, 10 plays. Scott, 84 yards, got 3 first downs, and none bigger than those three big ones. That the last one with 55 yards to Chalka Porter.
And on the return comes Renz. He's at the 25. I'm sorry, Peyton Arndt on the return there out to the 25-yard line. So that's where Century will take over. We'll have our Jobbers Moving and Storage moves of the game. Tonight's the moves of the game sponsored by Jobbers Moving and Storage. They can help you move across town or across the country with locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Well, Century offensively has been pretty stagnant here tonight, and they get the football with 8:10 to go here in the opening half. They will have it also to start the second half. And Brady Dahl sends 2 receivers to his right. Dahl now rolling to his right. He's got room. He throws it, and it's going to be caught, turning up field 40 and pushed out of bounds at the 45-yard line. On the reception there for Century, that was Nate Anderson.
Anderson, I think it might be his first catch of the season. As Anderson, the defender, fell down, Fisher Hannison. Anderson was wide open on a flat route.
So big first down there is Brady Dahl with that completion out to the 44-yard line.
19 yards.
Dahl's going to keep it, comes left, cuts inside, breaks the tackle. He's into Deacon territory, and he just runs right over the top of 2 Deacon defenders. He's got the first down at the Deacon 45-yard line.
That just shows when he takes 2 steps back and he squares those shoulders, it is hard to bring him down. And he showed some speed there,
yeah, he
Scott.
did.
I mean, he was moving when he went right through an arm tackle and then pile drived. I didn't like it was Landon Meyer, the free safety. Myers, give him credit, Scott. He got in there. He stuck his head in there. He got the tackle, but he's going to have a bruise tomorrow.
So Century now 1st and 10 inside Deacon territory at their 45-yard line. 7:35 to go on in the opening half on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Dahl goes right again, and Dahl's out near the 40. They're going to be wrapped up at the 38-yard line, so gain of 4 there. It'll be 2nd down and 6 for the Patriots.
Brady Dahl, 6 carries already tonight, 27 yards.
Be a gain of 3 as they spot it at the 38-yard line.
Obviously no panic in Century. I mean, they trust their defense and offense. They're getting back to the meat and potatoes running game.
Dahl out of the pistol. Dahl rolling to his left. Dahl looking, pressure coming, throws sideline. It's going to be caught. And out of bounds is Adam Schmidt at the 28-yard line. So good pitch and catch there. Isaac Emineth runs him out of bounds.
We can't say enough about that, how hard that throw was. He rolled out to his left, squared them shoulders, and threw an absolute bullet right on the sidelines to Adam Schmidt.
1st and 10 for the Patriots from the Deacon 28-yard line. Dahl sends trips to the high side. Arndt the lone back. Dahl's going to keep it. Going left, cuts inside, 25-20, and rolls forward down to the 19-yard line. That time they went behind Schweigert and Burkhardt, and a big gain there for Brady Dahl.
Yeah, and the tackle, Scott, by John Hadis, and ultimately, he just barely got a hold of the shoelaces of Brady Dahl to bring him down. Dahl is running possessed right now.
Coming in with the play is Adam Schmidt. He goes wide right, along with Jacob Renz. Arndt stands alongside quarterback Brady Dahl. Ball spotted left hash. They give it to Arndt going right. Got room, cuts inside, and a shoestring tackle there And it appears he may have enough for the first down, Chuck, at the 17-yard line. Where are they going to spot it?
Yeah, I think so. What good tackle by Emmett, the linebacker, though, Scott. He came underneath the play from behind and grabbed a hold of the shoelaces of Arndt as Arndt was following a blocker. I think it was Walls, the left guard, who had pulled up and turned up field. And he just a great play from behind. Otherwise, man, he would still be running.
6:09 to go, opening half of play, 7-0. Deacons lead it on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Brady Dahl sends two receivers to his left. Dahl's going to keep it coming left, cuts inside, runs over a defender down to the 15-yard line.
Peyton Arndt turned blocker, and he's got up a little limp as he stuck a linebacker, and the linebacker kind of shed him away and was in to help make the tackle on Dahl. As Dahl again, boy, he's got 7 carries already in this first half, Scott.
So 2nd down and 7 after a gain of 3 by quarterback Brady Dahl. Century has it on the Deacon 15-yard line. Dahl barks out the signals. Now they motion. They fake it. Dahl's got room. He's at the 10, and all the way down to the 6-yard line goes Brady Dahl. They fake that jet sweep, Chuck, and Shanley bid on it, and straight up the middle, Brady Dahl, the C's parted, and Adam Leininger makes the stop there for Shanley.
Well, it was a 4. They played that 4-4 defense, so Peter Cady just blocked back with Jackson Walls and cleared out that side. And then they said, all right, All-Stater, Lucas, you got the right side on your own. And he turned his guy out. And, man, as you said, they parted the C, big opening.
1st and goal to go from the 7. Dahl's going to keep it going right. Stutter steps, bounces the outside. Ooh, another shoestring tackle at the 5-yard line. Otherwise, Brady Dahl might have got in for a touchdown.
They're making some good one-on-one tackles are the Shanley Deacons. Again, that's John, or it's Haldis, Haldis.
4:42 to play. Clock winds. Opening half. 2nd down and goal to go from the 5 for Century. They trail 7-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Play comes in from the sideline. Here's Dahl. Dahl cuts inside, and he's close to the goal line. They're going to spot him down at the 1-yard line, so to bring up 3rd down and goal to go from the 1 for Century.
Yeah, he faked that handoff to Arndt and just followed him right into the line of scrimmage and just pushed forward, got just short of the goal line to the 1-yard line. A big pickup of 4 again. Well, this obviously is 2 down territory.
Oh, no question about it here. So it'll be 3rd and goal to go from the 1 for Century. 3:47 left to go, opening half of play.
I'm taking my chances on a quarterback sneak on that right side.
And Brady Dahl goes under center. Dahl, they give it Arndt going right, and he's not going anywhere. No. And they're going to lose yardage on that play as they get knocked back to the 4-yard line. Brady Boyle leads the way there for Shanley.
Just slanted in hard. He was playing a outside tackle technique just outside that right shoulder and slanted down hard, and there was no place for Peyton Arndt to go. As a matter of fact, he's coming off now, Scott. He lost 3 yards on that play. I don't like that call.
Yep, I don't either.
I'm just doing 2 quarterback sneaks and saying our big guys are going to go against your big guys.
Well, we got a Hubbard National Insurance timeout on the field. Call 355-3100 and ask for Michael Borman for your commercial insurance needs. Of the BNC Bank scoreboard, 3:12 left to go, opening half. It's Shanley 7, Century 0. Back with more after this timeout.
This live digital radio broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by BNC National Bank, Subway, Hub International Insurance, The Medicine Shop, Bismarck State College, Bobcat of Mandan, Tires Plus, Chuppy Chiropractic Clinic, Bismarck LASIK, and Planning Team Financial Advisors. Make sure to stay up to date with all things high school athletics at PSP.network. Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Well, a big play coming up here for the Century offense. It'll be a 4th down and goal to go from the 3-yard line as
in Century, 2 of their 3 possessions have been stopped on 4th down. once at the 28-yard line. The second time with last possession was at the 16-yard line. So the Patriots are 0 for 2. So what kind of funky play are they going to come up with here?
Yeah, what is Ron? Oh, he's got a full house backfield, does Ron Wingenbach. Arndt goes under center. They fake it. Dahl rolling out. Dahl looking. He throws it, and it's going to be knocked down in the end zone. A great defensive play. Was that Leininger? I can't tell. It was on the far side.
Nope, Scotty, that was Emeneth.
That was Emeneth. Makes a great play. I'm not so sure Brady Dahl couldn't have ran with that one.
Yeah, they faked the handoff, rolled out to the right side, and Jacob Renz tried to get in the flat, but he was totally had somebody all over him going into the flat plane, and the quarterback tried to force it to somebody. I couldn't see who it was, but a great job by Emeneth diving and knocking it down.
So the Deacons defense holds, and they'll have it 1st down and 10 from their own 3-yard line. Let's see if Century can come up with a big defensive play. They motion Gores, and they give it going over the left side. That's Devine out across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Oh, that was Bird, I stand corrected, on the keeper.
Okay, tell me how this works. The ball was at the 4-yard line. Somehow it went to the 3. I don't know how that got
probably
missed.
A missed spot. I guess.
Yeah,
I guess I don't know. And the Deacons going to take all the time they can here and force Century to possibly use their timeouts as the clock drips down to 2:35 to go in the opening half. As Bird not in any hurry. 10 on the play clock. Now Bird barks the signals out. Claps his hands. Bird's a keeper straight up the middle, and he's out near the 10-yard line. They're going to spot him just shy. Jacob Bosley makes a stop. And as we're not Wingenbach going to elect to use a timeout, and I think finally he does. Yes, he will. At the 2:13 mark on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 2:13 to go in the opening half. It's Century trailing Fargo Shanley 7-0 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Back with more on the PSP Network after this timeout.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know. Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zzz?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Purchase 4 eligible Firestone tires and receive up to $120 in a prepaid Visa gift card. Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Big play coming here for the Century defense. 3rd down and 3. The Deacons have it from the Century 10-yard line. Bird sends trips to his right, 2 receivers to his left. Barks out the signals. Now they motion Gores. And Schweiger jumped from the left defensive end side.
He thought the play was going to be a handoff to Gores going on that fake jet sweep and a good hard count by Bennett Bird, and that's going to give him a 1st down.
Yep, so the hard count there by Bird, and that's going to give the Deacons a 1st down at the 15-yard line. 2:15 left to go. Opening half of play is Bird on 1st and 10 from his own 15-yard line. Claps his hands, keeps it, options it to Gores. Gores trying to get to the edge, turns inside, and he's going to be wrapped up for little or no gain. Seth Nelson coming over to make the stop there for Century.
Down line option to the left side. Pitched that ball to Gores. Gores tried to put a Chuck Foreman spin move on Seth Nelson, but he wasn't buying it.
2nd down and 9. They're going to give a gain of 1 as Bird sends 4 receivers to the near side of the field. Single receiver to the short side, empty backfield. Bird barks out the signals. Play clock down to 9. I believe he's going to probably go around 7. And now he's going to go at 4. And they're looking out, throw it out in the flat. It's caught. Gores turns upfield, trying to shed a tackler, still on his feet, and he's going to be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 24-yard line by Jacob Wren. So a 3rd down and 1 to go for the Deacons. 1:22 left to play here in the opening half of play.
Well, that quick out, Scott, he caught it at the 20-yard line. Renz went down to his knees and had a hold of him, but it just shows the strengths of this John Gores is he was not going to be brought down until he picked up 4 more yards.
So 2nd down and 1 third down and 1, actually. They're going to give it to Devine, and Devine is not going to get the first down, and we'll see if Ron Wingbach's going to call a timeout. No, the clock continues to wind.
See where they're going to mark him, Scott, because he ended up falling over the line to gain, but they're going to say he's just short, about a football short, as the big guys in the middle denied it.
So it'll be 4th down and literally inches to go for the Deacons with 50 seconds to go here in the opening half.
Watch the hard count.
Yep, here comes another hard count by the Deacons, as they're just going to let this thing drip to 10, 9, 8. Yep, there it is, and he got him to move.
This time it was in the middle. It was Jacob Burkhardt. And so back-to-back times, once on 3rd and 4.5, they get Lucas Schweiger to jump off, and then this time, and hey, as a nose guard, you got one thing to worry about, the ball in front of you.
It's that little brown thing right there.
When that snaps, that's when you go.
So clock winds to 35 seconds to play. This could be the last play of the opening half for the Deacons, as Bird, he's going to roll to his right. He's going to set, looking downfield. He's under pressure, and now he turns upfield, and he's going to be sacked for a big loss back at the 25-yard line on the stop there for Century. That was Jordan Jones.
That's the first time I've ever saw his name called, 5'11 senior.
Clock winds, and that's going to, as the Deacons are going to let it drip to 0, and that's going to end the opening half here on homecoming night for the Century Patriots from the MD Resources Community Bowl. On the BNC Bank scoreboard, it's Shanley 7, Century 0. We'll be back with our halftime show from the MD Resources Community Bowl after this timeout on the PSP Network.
Got big plans? No matter what the size of the project, Bobcat of Mandan has a tough Bobcat skid steer or track loader for any job. Call Bobcat of Mandan and rent the perfect machine. Rentals are available by the day, week, or month with multiple attachment options and even a trailer when available. Special weekend rates too. Bobcat of Mandan also has Doosan excavators and payloaders, plus Coyote tractors for rent. Get the work done fast. Bobcat of Mandan on the Strip.
If you told me 10 years ago I'd be a dad, homeowner, and business partner, I wouldn't have believed it. There's lots of reasons I chose First Western.
Hey Lloyd, how are you today?
Locally owned, community invested, convenient, but most of all, whatever I need, wherever I am, I can count on them.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Welcome back to the MD Resource Community Bowl. Scott Woodmansey, Chuck Claremont with you. Glad to have you aboard on the PSP Network, as also you will find West Fargo, Cheyenne, and Minot on the PSP Network. No update on that score. We can tell you at the half it was Legacy trailing West Fargo 20-3, and with 52 seconds left to play in the first half, or in the first half in Mandan, Davies and Mandan all tied up at 14. And Chuck, as I was perusing those scores, looking for some scores, I saw that a big matchup up in Beulah tonight. And think about this. For the first time ever, Beulah and Shiloh are playing football against each other. And the winner of that will win the region. So, I mean, crazy. But 9-man, 2A, all that stuff. And so, nonetheless, a good matchup there. We'll try to follow that one for you as well. But, Chuck, I don't know. I mean, in this opening half, can you pretty much say that maybe Shanley dominated the first half?
Well,
or did they really dominate?
No, I would definitely say that they were that I mean, you look at the numbers, they surely did, is ultimately, I mean, they had double the yardage that Century did in the first half, and Century only ran 21 plays. And so I would tell you that offensively that we thought they'd be conservative. They were not. Had a lot of confidence in Coach Mattern did in Bennett Bird. And Bennett Bird, he played really well in that first half.
I thought he did too.
He did. He put the ball up 17 times at 138 yards and 11 completions. And I thought he really ran the offense extremely well. And so, ultimately, this kid is playing. He played great in this first half. And you look to that St. Mary's half. Okay, better not be that letdown in that second half. For you surely don't want to.
You can be rest assured that Troy Mattern's telling his team. He goes, guys, remember the last time we were in the capital city? Our lead was 21-7, but we led, and then we were just non-existent in that second half.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And so I'm sure Coach Wingenbach in the Century coaches are going to have to go, okay, what do we've got to do? You look at from an offensive perspective, Scott, they got down to the 28-yard line, or actually it was their own 28. They turned it over on downs. They got down to the 16 and turned it over on downs. They got down to the 1-yard line, had 3rd and goal to 1, and then lost 2 yards and then turned it over on downs. So, I mean, they are extremely close from the offensive side of getting some scores. And so if I'm Coach Wingenbach, we're surely not panicking. We're down 1 score, really.
Yeah.
It's 1 drive. We got the football to start. We had a great drive to end the first half. Let's just carry that over to start the second half.
Well, I can tell you, Chuck, that Mark Gibson's got to feel pleased as
they scored.
Bismarck High, end of 1, they lead 7-0 over the Dickinson Midgets. So
small steps, Gibby, right?
They got her into the end zone, so 7-0. The Demons lead that one out in Dickinson. Well, the Santana's on the field. Here come the Mentanas, and it's homecoming night here at the MDU Resources Community Bowl.
Yeah, they can watch the Mentanas at halftime as they're live. Usually they put a pretty good show on.
Yep, as the Mentanas get set to come out and perform. We're at halftime here on homecoming night.
Were you on those? Were you Mentana?
Again, I'll continue what I was saying.
Sorry I interrupted.
That's all right. We're at halftime here at the MD Resource Community Bowl, where on the BNC Bank scoreboard, the Deacons from Fargo Shanley lead Century 7-0. We come back. Chuck will have a look at the first half numbers. You're listening to 11-2A football on the PSP Network. Back with more after this timeout.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know. Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zzz?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Purchase 4 eligible Firestone tires and receive up to $120 in a prepaid Visa gift card. Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
BNC has been here for over 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships. You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC. This live digital radio broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by BNC National Bank, Subway, Hub International Insurance, The Medicine Shop, Bismarck State College, Bobcat of Mandan, Tires Plus, Chuppy Chiropractic Clinic, Bismarck LASIK, and Planning Team Financial Advisors. Make sure to stay up to date with all things high school athletics at psp.network. Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Yeah, welcome back to the MD Resource Community Bowl. We're at halftime where Century trails the Fargo Shanley Deacons. Century running that undefeated streak. Right now it stands at bay as the Deacons come in here and put the first 7 on the board. And for a look at the first half individual and team numbers, here's Chuck.
All right, Scott, first for the Century Patriots, we have Peyton Arndt. He had 7 carries for 15 yards in the first half. Brady Dahl had 10 for 44. And then the quarterback, Brady Dahl, also was 3 for 4 for 38 yards. Throwing. Peyton Arndt had 1 catch for 5. Nate Anderson has first catch for 19. And then Schmidt also had a catch for 14 yards. That's for the Patriots. For the Shanley Deacons, it was Aiden Devine, 12 carries for 49 yards. John Gores had 2 for -10. Bennett Bird had 3 rushes for 8 yards. Bird throwing was 11 of 17, 138 yards, and 1 interception. John Gores in the first half, 5 catches for 45 yards. Aiden Devine had 2 for 16 yards. Kraft had a catch for 9 yards. Sauka Porter had 2 catches. The big one, a 55-yarder for 61 yards. It set up that touchdown run by Aiden Devine. As a matter of fact, I missed that. Let me add that one to the mix, Scott. 3-yard touchdown run for Aiden Devine. So ultimately he's 13 for 52. My bad. And then Isaac Emineth had 1 catch for 7 yards. From the team perspective, they had 18 rushes for 50 yards, 138 yards passing, and then they were 35 total plays in the first half for 188 yards. That's for the Shanley Deacons. Didn't have any fumbles, didn't punt in that first half. And then they had 11 first downs in that first half. The Patriots had just 59 yards rushing, so not much better. And they had only 38 yards passing. So this is where we talked about before this is 21 plays for the Patriots for 97 yards. They didn't lose any fumbles, had 1 big punt by Osmond for 55 yards. Did have 5 penalties for 35 yards, and they just had 5 first downs in that first half. They did have a sack at the end of the first half. Jordan Jones came in. He got a sack as he kind of finished up the first half playing a little linebacker, and then a big interception by Ryan Brynjolfsson as he stepped in front of Gores at the 45-yard line and returned it down to the 25, but Century couldn't knock that one in. So Century kind of hanging on their defense in this first half, Scott, because the offense isn't giving him anything.
Yeah, no question about it, Chuck. Then I'm sure that's what Century's talking about inside that locker room at halftime is offensively they got to be able to get something going. They engineered that one drive, got her down, first and goal from the 3, Chuck, and you wonder – with a guy like Brady Dahl, and Brady Dahl carried him right down the field on that drive as well. And you go, all right, you know what? Hey, I got a big quarterback right here in Brady Dahl, and I got 2 guys up front in Burkhardt and Schweigert on that right side. Let's just go over right behind those 2 guys, and if we can't score then who knows what's going to happen.
Well, of course, it's easy for us to second-guess them, but, for me, I'm with you. I am giving the football to the quarterback as big as he is and saying, hey, he's 205 pounds. So you got a guy at 205, plus you had Jaden Braun in the backfield. How many times do we see what they're doing nowadays is you just get the bigs coming in, pushing from behind, and the bigs pushing from ahead of you and get yourself into the end zone. I like money on that one, but I'm sure Coach Wingenbach, he probably second-guessing himself for that matter, but ultimately it was a big stop by the Shanley Deacons on that one, Scott, and their defenses they have stepped up when they needed to. Some big fourth down plays.
Exactly, Chuck, and how many times have we said, it's really one of those things we've seen Bismarck High do a lot starting the second half, coming out and driving on and I think it's important in the standpoint is that, hey, you got to give your defense a little bit of a rest. The way Shanley likes to play, they get up to the line and they go. It's like a basketball game, the way they go. And so certainly you got to be able to sustain a drive coming out at halftime. And when you finish that drive, hopefully you've got 7 points on the scoreboard.
Well, and we're talking about too, when you have Shanley running as many plays and being as successful as they were offensively, you got guys playing two ways, and Schweigert and Burkhardt and Walls, and so when you got big guys going both ways like that, and they're not getting any breaks like that, so all of a sudden now we saw a couple plays. Schweigert took off, wasn't on the field, and ultimately you want your guys on as much as possible. So give all the credit in the world to Coach Troy Mattern and his kids. They had a really solid game plan, and they ran it to perfection that first half.
Yeah, they did. Give you a couple scoring updates as they introduced the homecoming court on the field for Century up in Beulah in the second quarter. Beulah leads 12-0. At the half, Mandan and Davies are tied up at 14 up in Williston. Probably now right at the start of the second half, St. Mary's is leading Williston 21-0. And at the half, Mandan and Davies are all tied up over in Mandan. Well, I was going to say Lefty Ferris Field, but it's been a few years since we've been there. And about 10 minutes ago, we said at the end of one that I'm sure that game's progressed into the second quarter already, where Bismarck leads Dickinson 7-0, and then West Fargo led Legacy 20-3 at the half, and I'm sure that one is underway. And we'll try to keep you up to date as we move through the remaining part of this broadcast. Well, as they continue to announce the homecoming court on the field, we'll take another timeout at halftime here on the PSP Network on the BNC Bank scoreboard. At the break, it's Fargo Shanley 7, Century 0. You're listening to 11 2A football on the PSP Network. Back with more after this timeout.
Have real questions about your future? Here's your real answer. BSC offers hands-on training and a real college experience, making your future a reality. You don't have to travel far and wide for a really great education. Check us out at bismarckstate.edu.
If you told me 10 years ago I'd be a dad, homeowner, and business partner, I wouldn't have believed it. There's lots of reasons I chose First Western.
Hey Lloyd, how are you today?
Locally owned, community invested, convenient, but most of all, whatever I need, wherever I am, I can count on them.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Got big plans? No matter what the size of the project, Bobcat of Mandan has a tough Bobcat skid steer or track loader for any job. Call Bobcat of Mandan and rent the perfect machine. Rentals are available by the day, week, or month with multiple attachment options, and even a trailer when available. Special weekend rates too. Bobcat of Mandan also has Doosan excavators and payloaders, plus Coyote tractors for rent. Get the work done fast. Bobcat of Mandan on the Strip.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Yeah, welcome back to the MD Resources Community Bowl, where we are at halftime, where the Deacons lead Century 7-0 on the BNC Bank National Scoreboard. Hey, what is that?
Oh, we spoke too soon.
Yeah, just as I said, as we've been having some technical difficulties. Right away it sounded good. That was good work, though. Century.
We need to ask them if they can put a window in this. See if we can call and say, can you put a little window in us up front? So all we got to do is just stick our mic out the window here.
Yeah,
there's a screen.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, I don't think that's going to happen. But Century and Shanley making their way back out onto the field as we got an update now. It's from Dickinson, 14-6. Bismarck High. They got two in the end zone, Charlie.
Hey. Playing against their old rival, the Midgets. It's hard to believe that Dickinson is
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
boy,
just,
I tell you, you go back.
We're gonna kick that.
No, we've already Dom Izzo and I kicked that one out. Oh, reminder too, coming up tomorrow overtime.
Absolutely.
With Scott Woodmansey live from the Stadium Lounge. We're going to move the time tomorrow. We're going to go a little 11-1 as we inch close to the big game tomorrow night. The University of North Dakota hosting the NDSU Bison in the Alaris Center, and boy, I tell you what, a lot of people anticipating that one for a long time, and that should be a lot of fun. God, we're going to talk to you, find out a little bit more about what it's like on game day, man, for the UND NDSU. I know sometimes that can be a little sore with you, but nonetheless, we'll chat about it.
Easy.
So that one should be a lot of fun tomorrow. Our next PSP network coverage here in town is going to be next Friday night. It'll be Century and Bismarck right here at the MDU Resources Community Bowl.
And when you play 4 years and 3 years, they win the national championship.
Yeah, I know.
Tough period to be.
Tough era.
Tough era, exactly.
Hey, we can tell you, too, another 2A or 11A football action tonight. North and Devil's Lake doing battle. South is at Wahpeton. Grand Forks Central is at Turtle Mountain. Watford City's on the road at Grand Forks Red River. Valley's in town to take on, makes a short trip over to take on the number 1 team in the state, Jamestown. As we said, St. Mary's up in Williston and Bismarck High taking on the Dickinson Midgets.
You want to talk about a gorgeous night out, too.
Boy,
I mean, 64 degrees, 5-mile-an-hour winds. I mean, it is absolutely perfect. Great fall night.
Yeah, it certainly is.
You guys should be sitting by the fire listening to a little PSP network, maybe having a toddy in the hand.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I know we're not doing it, but hopefully those of you out there
I didn't
are.
say we would be doing it.
Oh, yeah.
We're not that type of. It's not that type of radio show.
No, exactly. Well, we're about ready to go here for the second half as Peyton Arndt goes back to receive. He'll be the lone back there. He's going to wait the kick from Gabe Noah. As here comes the Deacons, and we'll see what Century figured out at halftime.
Yeah, Arndt back there now.
Yep.
Renz is not back.
That's what I thought. I thought it was Renz, but no, it is Arndt.
Well, Renz has been huge on kickoff returns, Scott. He's had 3 touchdowns this season, averaging 46 yards in a kickoff return, so not sure why he's not in there.
Gabe Noah set the kick it away. Second half about to be underway here from the MD Resource Community Bowl. The homecoming activities are done. Squiv kick. It's going to be picked up at the 15, 20, 25, 30, and spun down there on the return for Century. That was Kyan Barth, and pretty good return there. Cam Ehlers makes a stop there for the Deacons. So Century takes over 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line, trailing this one 7-0. Third quarter just underway here from the MD Resources Community Bowl.
Best field position of the night for the Patriots.
There's Brady Dahl going to work out of the pistol. They motion. They hand off. Here comes Renz. Cuts inside 35 and still on his feet, and he's brought down at the 36-yard line. Leininger and Emineth on the stop there for the Deacons.
They faked that jet sweep a number of times. Maybe that's why Renz was on the sidelines. They didn't want to get him tired because he was going to get that first call, get him ready to what the run is. But pretty well defended by the sophomore Leininger and then Emineth. Boy, we called his name a bunch in that first half.
We called his name a bunch, too, against St. Mary's. So second down and 6 now for Century. Trips to the high side of the field. Now they motion again. They fake it. Dahl back to pass. He's looking down the middle. He's got a man out there in stride. Caught. 25, 20, 15, 10. And all the way down to the 5-yard line goes Sorensen, the tight end, as they slipped him over the defense. And a nice pass by Brady Dahl. And just like that, Century's got it 1st and goal to go from the 5-yard line.
Well, they've held on to that call for a while, I got a feeling, because Sorensen's only 2 catches in the season. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure they've thrown to him, towards him, or he even has attempts. And just to basically line up on that right side and went straight up the seam, and a perfect thrown ball by Brady Dahl. He caught it in stride, pulled down at the 5.
Sorry, Chuck. Cyan Sorensen with a big catch there. 1st and goal to go from the 5. Dahl's going to keep it going left. angles to the outside, dives towards the goal line, and it appears he's going to be short, and he is. But if he is short, it's going to be just inches as Brady Dahl went over that left side, and it'll bring up second down and goal to goal. They're going to say it's from the 1.
Well, we got a chance for redemption here, Scott. You got 3 shots from the 1.
Yeah, we do.
You think it's going to be a handoff to Peyton Arndt over the right side?
Well, I wouldn't think so. I'm guessing Brady Dahl might go under center and take this one right over the backside of Lucas Schweigert. And he does go under center. They think he's going that way. He does, and he bowls his way across the right side. No signal. Yep, there it is. Touchdown, Century.
Well, you learn your lesson, right? You said, all right, we're going to go over our big guys, Schweigert and Burkhardt on the right side, and Peter Katie give him a little love, too, because he was the center who got just enough movement to get the quarterback, Brady Dahl, into the end zone. So good first drive by the Patriots out of the halftime break as they go from their 32-yard line all the way down, score the touchdown on the big play was that 59-yard Sorensen reception.
Osmond on to attempt the extra point. Snap, hold down, kick is up. It appears good, and it is. 10:05 to go. Third quarter play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. It's Century 7, Shanley 7. Back with more after this timeout.
BNC has been here for over 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships. You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
Well, a 1-yard touchdown run there by Brady Dahl. The extra point up and good by Osmond, and we are now all tied at 7s on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Tonight's game, well, it is brought to you in part by the Medicine Shop. They're proud to support local athletes. The Medicine Shop offers free delivery, and you can get your flu shot at the Medicine Shop. Also brought to you in part by Tires Plus. When shopping for tires, shop Tires Plus. All brands under one roof with guaranteed lowest prices and their service after the sale with the Tires Plus plan. You can't go wrong with Tires Plus. Visit them online at TiresPlusND.com. Osmond awaits to kick it away, standing back to receive. That is Devine and Gores. Osmond approaches it, and it's a good driving kick. That's going to go to the back of the end zone, and Devine's got to run it down on the track, and he does, and that's the Deacons will start. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line, their first offensive possession of this second half.
5 possessions in that first half. They had a touchdown, an interception. They entered the first half. They missed a field goal of 40 yards, and then they ended up getting down to the 18-yard line and lost on downs. So they were 1 for 5, let's say, in the first half. We'll see what happens to get this one going.
So here comes Bennett Bird, 1st and 10 from his own 20-yard line. Low snap. They throw a screen pass out in the open. Gores stiff arms Brynjolfsson still on his feet, and he's going to be brought down at the 2-yard line. I wonder, do you think that kid wrestles, Chuck?
I don't know. I mean, they're trying to grab him up high. Of course, he's 5'6", so up high isn't necessarily really high. And he is so strong in his lower body. He is not letting them, just get him pulled down that way.
It'd be a gain of 4. Be 2nd down and 6. They motion Gores. Bird, they toss it. Nope, they fake the toss. Now they throw back to Emeneth, and Emeneth is not going to go anywhere as he is wrapped up by Lucas Schweigert.
Well, sniffing that one out from the tackle spot
did he ever.
To Emeneth. Emeneth coming back on that left side for the football right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they
actually lost probably a half yard.
They put Gores in motion, faked the toss to him, and threw back to the backside of the field. So to bring up 3rd down and 8 now for Bennett Bird and the Deacons. Bird claps his hands. They throw it in the flat. Devine caught. Oh, he breaks 25, spins 30, and Devine is going to be out near the 35-yard line. And that time, that was a quick play there as Devine just scooted out of the backfield, found a seam, and turned it upfield, picked up a 1st down at the Deacon 35.
The spin move on Jacob Bosley. Bosley's got some laundry hanging down in the field on that move. He was just grabbing air.
8:47 left to go, third quarter play. We're tied at 7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard as they throw it on the flat, and Brynjolfsson's right there to wrap him up.
Yeah, Salka Porter and Brynjolfsson right in the line of scrimmage, probably playing man on the outside, and he was not buying any of that as actually a couple steps back.
So it'll be 2nd and 10, no gain there. Bird again. Trips to his left. Bird throws back right, and it's going to be caught at the 41-yard line. On the reception there was Kraft. The son, that's the son of Kenny Kraft, former quarterback from St. Mary's.
Drove hard off the ball, got Brynjolfsson to kind of turn his shoulders, and the quarterback hit him right when he little stop brought after 5 yards.
So 3rd down and 4 now from the Deacons' 41-yard line. Bird barks out the signals. Bird claps the hands. They throw it out in the flat. Caught. Here comes Devine, and Devine's not going to get the first down as Century sniffed that one out. Schweigert there to make the stop. Also in there was Trahan.
Schweigert's reading that one all the way, Scott. He's starting in his tackle, and he's reading it where he sees those little swing routes, and he is pushing off his defender, and he is so quick to get out there.
Troy Madden's going to go for it on 4th and 5. They're going to try to get the hard count as they got Century a couple times before. And now Bird looks over. They changed the play.
They still got 14 seconds on the.
And now we're going to have a Hub International Insurance timeout on the field. Hub International Insurance located on Burnt Boat Drive in Northwest Bismarck. 7:12 to go, third quarter play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Shanley 7, Century 7. Back after this timeout.
The North Dakota Safety Council is dedicated to preventing injuries and saving lives by offering hundreds of safety courses. The NDSC helps workers return home safely every night and make sure schools are ready for any emergency. Our first aid training and defensive driving courses help save lives. We empower people through personal protection courses and operational risk assessments for businesses. We're a private, nonprofit organization committed to making North Dakota's homes, schools, communities, workplaces, and roads the safest in the nation. Learn more at ndsc.org.
Well, here we go. It's going to be a 4th down and 5 to go for Troy Mattern. He's going to roll the dice from his own 40-yard line. They're going to motion Eminent. They're going to option it. Devine, he's trying to get to the edge, turns upfield, fights for it, and he's not going to get it. As good pursuit there by Century. And Devine on Connor Trahan. Devine is stopped short of the first down. He had to get to the 45. They spotted at the 44. And Century turns over the Deacons on downs. An interesting play call there by head coach Troy Mattern.
Well, Devine had one guy to beat, and it was Trahan, and Trahan stepped up and made a huge solo tackle. Scott, that was talk about major plays, and could be turning point here where Century, see if they drive it right down and score.
So Century takes it over possession, 1st and 10 from the Deacon 44. Dahl's going to keep it. 40, 35, spins 30, and he's still on his feet, and he's all the way down to the 26-yard line. On the stop there was Isaac Emineth for the Deacons, but a big play by Brady Dahl on 1st down, and that results in another 1st down. 1st and 10 for Century from the Deacon 27-yard line.
Yeah, 17-yard pickup, and man, I just can't say enough. When he turns the corner, Scott, and he's running downhill, he is so hard to bring down. He's an absolute load. Man, he's bigger than both Arndt and Bosley.
Yeah. 1st and 10 for Century. They motion, they fake it, Dahl. And he gets out of one tackle, now reverses his direction, still on his feet, and he's going to lose 2 yards back to the 29-yard line. Brady Boyle makes a stop for the Deacons as the Deacons sniff that one out, and we've got an injured Patriot on the field.
Boyle was hanging on for dear life. Good job by the quarterback going back to the right side, Scott, but Boyle was pushing upfield and was able to grab a hold of him and wait for a convoy of other defenders to come up. Down in the field, Scott, is 60.
Is that
64.
Katie?
Peter Katie, the center.
As Dahl comes over, he's going to take some snaps. from the backup center, who it appears is going to be Jaden Braun is the backup center.
Yeah, Braun, he comes in and spells some different guys. Starting, he's a big dude too. Braun goes 6'1", 260. So I'm going to guess this isn't the first time he's had to snap the football. He's a second-team offense, so he's probably in there doing it on occasion.
Yeah,
Score over at Mandan, Scott, just 14 all still between Davies and Mandan. 7:40 left in that football game, so that's a good battle.
Yes, it is. It doesn't look like it's anything too serious as kind of walks off on his own power.
That's good to see. Tough kid. He'll be back, I got a feeling.
So now Century forced into a 2nd down and 12 as Dahl barks out the signals. They fake it. They throw it out in the flat. He's got a man wide open. Got 20, 15 to the 10, and out of bounds is Jacob Renz at the 5-yard line, and that was a lapse in coverage as Renz was wide open as Tyler Kraft runs him out of bounds, and that's going to be a 1st down for Century, 1st and goal to go as they spot the football on the 9-yard line.
20-yard pickup. Whoever was supposed to be in the flat
wasn't there.
He wasn't there. He was not there.
He had a flat tire.
And so good recognition by the quarterback. Hit Renz, and he turned upfield. He was probably shocked.
Yeah. So 1st and goal to go for Century from the 9-yard line. Brady Dahl barks out the signals. He's going to keep it coming to the near side. He turns upfield, cuts inside at the 5. Dahl to the goal line. Dahl, touchdown, Century.
And a great block, Scott, too, by Connor Trahan as Dahl went to the right side. Great call there by you. It was like, all right, I'm just going to run right behind Bosley, got an extra blocker, and then Trahan on the outside took out 2 would-be defenders, allowed Brady Dahl to turn upfield and get in the end zone on a 9-yard touchdown run, his 2nd of the football game.
So just about 4 minutes apart, Century has taken the lead in this one as Osmond comes on to attempt the extra point. And that'll be out of the hold of Duncan Tufty. Here's a snap, hold down, kick is up. It appears good, and it is. 6 minutes to play, 3rd quarter on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Century 14, Shanley 7. Back with more after this timeout on the PSP Network.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know. Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom, zoom?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Purchase 4 eligible Firestone tires and receive up to $120 in a prepaid Visa gift card. Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Would you enjoy?
Yeah, welcome back to the MD Resources Community Bowl. Chuck Claremont, Scott Woodmansey with you. Glad to have you aboard as a 9-yard touchdown run, the Osmond extra point, and just like that, Century leads this one on the BNC Bank scoreboard 14-7 with 6 minutes to play in quarter number 3.
Another 4-play drive. That time that one went just 44 yards after the 4th down attempt was not successful for Shanley, so a short field. Wonder if Coach Mattern wants that call back.
As Osmond ready to kick this one away, and a good boot again, and that's going to go into the end zone. And they have not given Devine or Gores an opportunity to return a kick, so the Deacons will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line, trailing us 14-7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 6 minutes to play here on homecoming night for the Century Patriots.
3rd quarter.
Did I see something about a saying? Isn't that a TD saying piranhas or something like that? Weren't we supposed to drop that one down?
A shoal of piranhas.
Huh? I think
right.
that's
Tony Garcia likes that one.
Yeah, Devine breaks a tackle in the backfield, but then he's going to be wrapped up after a gain of just 1 yard out to the 21-yard line. So it'll bring up a 2nd and 9 for the Deacons, trailing this one 14-7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
Yeah, you talk about some guys the Patriots lost. Obviously, Cade Garcia,
All-Stater,
went to playing at Moorhead State. I mean, he was a guy you could give the football to first, second, third, and fourth down.
Bird, quick. Oh, they do the hook and ladder, 35-40, 45-50. And out of bounds goes Devine off the hook and ladder on the far side of the field.
They ran that one against Mandan, Scott, at the end of the first half in a similar situation where Gores caught it and Devine came out of the backfield, came around behind him, and he pitched it back to Devine. Devine picked up a big yardage against Jamestown, ended up scoring at the end of the first half, and that was big yardage as well.
So Troy Mattern going into the bag of tricks, and here the pass is going to be incomplete as they throw it to Gores. Reminder, we'll have our Planning Team Financial post-game show coming up. When you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit us online at planningteam.com. As 2nd down and 10 now for the Deacons. Ball spotted at the Century 46-yard line. Century showing blitz. Here they come. They dump it across the middle. Nobody home, as in the area was Salka Porter and also Gores.
He had Salka Porter wide open. I think that's the part. They've been going outside all day. At some point, it's going to loosen up the middle, and, boy, they had it open there. He just overthrew him.
So 3rd down and 10 now for the Deacons. Ball spotted Century 46-yard line. Bird barks out the signals. Bird back to pass. He threw it right to the Patriots. And down to the 45-yard line goes Ben Mansmith. He stepped right in the middle of that pass, and another big defensive play there by the Century Patriots.
Yeah, Mansmith read it all the way as he was just sitting back there in the middle of that zone and saw it was going to be just a short pass to that left side as a quick stop route, and he stepped in front of the quarterback, did not even see him. Second interception tonight.
See, Chuck,
by Bennett Bird.
Here's the thing about this. Guys got to get used to this. You're controlling the score, and got to give my wife a thanks for that. She sent me a text message saying, "What's going on?" That was
Change
me.
The score, huh?
Yes. Oh, wide open. Renz at the 15, and he's down at the 10. Another good pitch and catch there from quarterback Brady Dahl to Jacob Renz, and Century is knocking on the door one more time.
Well, I rolled out the quarterback. Renz, a stop and go, and a perfectly thrown ball again by Brady Dahl. He is doing it all, Scott. That ball went from the 45 down to the 10, so 35-yard pickup on that throw by Brady Dahl. He's 6 of 7 tonight.
What were you saying, Chuck? We haven't seen Century throw the ball yet this year.
Nope.
1st and goal to go from the 10. Dahl's going to keep it. Goes left, cuts inside, cuts back outside, and then inside again. And Brady Dahl is down to the 5-yard line. Give him a gain of 4 there, so it'll be gain of 6, 2nd down and 4 for Century.
And you got 2 guys going at it, and between Brady Boyle and Lucas Schweigert, these 2 guys, and Boyle's made a bunch of plays for Shanley on defense this year, and even tonight a couple of them. And Schweigert and him, they were kind of jawing at each other a little bit.
2nd down and goal to go for the Patriots. Brady Dahl. Renz stands alongside him. Dahl keeps it, going right, cuts inside, and he's going to be close.
That was a good play that time. It was Brady Boyle. As Boyle was lined up on that left tackle, he got across the line of scrimmage, forced the quarterback to turn back inside, and then pulled him down from behind.
So 3rd down and goal to go. 3:52 left to go. 3rd quarter play. Century leads 14-7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard, but they're knocking on the door one more time. As Brady Dahl awaits the play to come in from head coach Ron Wingenbach. Adam Schmidt brings it in from the sideline. He's going to go wide to the right, wide to the left. It goes Jacob Renz. Brady Dahl. Jones stands alongside him. Dahl keeps it, comes right. Outrunning the defender, corner of the pylon. Touchdown, Brady Dahl.
And what a block by Jones, Scott. He had a load block on the defensive end, absolutely blew him up, allowed Brady Dahl to go just across that right side of the end zone, untouched. Unbelievable play. And, hey, give Jordan Jones, that senior running back, He's had 2 big plays tonight, one that block now, and also a sack to end the first half.
Brady Dahl have a third quarter, young man, as that's his 3rd touchdown of the night. Osmond on to attempt the extra point. Here's a snap, the hold down, the kick is up, it appears good, and it is. 3:23 to go, third quarter play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Century 21, Shanley 7. Back with more on the PSP Network after this timeout.
This live digital radio broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by BNC National Bank, Subway, Hub International Insurance, The Medicine Shop, Bismarck State College, Bobcat of Mandan, Tires Plus, Chuppy Chiropractic Clinic, Bismarck LASIK, and Planning Team Financial Advisors. Make sure to stay up to date with all things high school athletics at PSP.network. Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Well, Brady Dahl's got himself a hat trick here in quarter number 3. He's got one from 1 yard, 9 yards, and that was that a 4-yarder, Chuck? 3-yarder? Okay,
how about that for a halftime speech probably for Coach Wingenbach, huh?
Well, this is all too similar to what took place up at Dan Schmeeker Field a couple weeks ago, as it was all Shanley, and then now just like that, they have run into a buzzsaw. Century leads this one 21-7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard, and there's another good kick by Osmond. Devine's going to have to catch it in the end zone, and it'll be 1st and 10 for the Deacons from their own 20-yard line. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Chuppy Clinic. Chuppy Clinic offers more than basic adjustments of the spine. Chuppy Clinic is concerned about the overall health and wellness of each patient and offer care and services to meet the greater demands of current health needs. Find them online at chuppy.com. Also, we'll have our player of the game brought to you by Sport Clips. Be the MVP when you go to Sport Clips for an MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips. They option it to Devine at 20, and Devine's run down at the 25-yard line.
That's a big tackle again on that outside, Scott, by Brynjolfsson.
Good gain there. They'll give him a gain of 5. We got an injured Deacon player on the field, Chuck. I don't know if you can get that number.
12. I'm pretty sure it's Bretherington that's down. I think it's 12. I can't tell.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. Update from Williston at half. St. Mary's leads 35-0 out in Dickinson at halftime. Bismarck leads 28-6. What else can we give you here? Oaks over Lisbon, 14-0 at half.
It's 21-14. Did you say Mandan over Davies
now? Nope, I didn't.
33 seconds left in that third quarter. So touched Mandan Braves with a touchdown late in this third quarter to put them up by a touchdown. That's a tough Braves team, Scott. I mean, man,
they're dangerous, man.
They're very dangerous.
You know, that's a dangerous team, and certainly a team you don't want to see in the opening round.
No.
And now they come out with some extra and coming up off. Yeah, you're right. I think, Chuck, it was Bretherton.
Yeah, he's kind of limping off. It's his right leg.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by Tires Plus. When shopping for tires, shop Tires Plus. All brands under one roof with guaranteed lowest prices and their service after the sale with the Tires Plus plan. You can't go wrong with Tires Plus. Visit them online at TiresPlusND.com. 2nd and 5 now for the Deacons. Bird barks out the signals, fakes the toss, throws it underneath, ball's in the air, and it's picked off again by Century at the 32-yard line. And on the interception for Century was Trayton Hinder coming up with the tip football, and Century has it again inside Deacon territory.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Faked the pitch to Devine, and then he tried to throw a quick strike. It was tipped by the linebacker. I couldn't see if that was Nelson or Mansmith, and then a good job of coming underneath that one for Trayton Hinderer that he got the interception. So 3 interceptions now, 2 in back-to-back possessions for the the Deacons put Shanley put Century in a great field position again.
2:55 to go, third quarter. Here's Dahl rolling to his right. Dahl looking. He's got time. He throws. He's got a man out there. It's Renz. Caught. Touchdown, Century. One play from 33 yards out. It's Dahl to Jacob Renz and tack on 6 more for the Century Patriots.
Dahl, this time a flag route, went up the field. Instead of going the post, he went to the flag, and, man, he was wide open. I know watching that Jamestown game last week, Scott, Jamestown had a lot of guys in the backfield that were open, and Century is obviously watched that film, and they took advantage of it there. So you get the turnover, and right away you go for the jugular.
Here comes Osmond on to attempt the extra point one more time. It's been a busy third quarter for this young man. Snap, hold, kick up, appears good, and up go the arms. It is good. 2:47 to go. Third quarter play, Century 28, the Deacons 7. You're listening to 11-2A football on the PSP Network. Back with more after this timeout.
Have real questions about your future? Here's your real answer. BSC offers hands-on training and a real college experience, making your future a reality. You don't have to travel far and wide for a really great education. Check us out at bismarckstate.edu.
Got big plans? No matter what the size of the project, Bobcat of Mandan has a tough Bobcat skid steer or track loader for any job. Call Bobcat of Mandan and rent the perfect machine. Rentals are available by the day, week, or month with multiple attachment options, and even a trailer when available. Special weekend rates too. Bobcat of Mandan also has Doosan excavators and payloaders, plus Coyote tractors for rent. Get the work done fast. Bobcat of Mandan on the Strip.
You remember where this...
Well, Chuck Claremont, I think we're seeing another aspect of this Century offense as, some big plays in that one, some big pass plays in that one there from 33 yards out from Dahl to Renz was the 4th touchdown for Century of this quarter.
And the first touchdown throw of the season for the Patriots. And, boy, talk about how good Brady Dahl looks. 7 of 8, Scott, 185 yards and a touchdown.
Osmond's going to have to put his leg in the ice tub when he gets done with this quarter.
Yeah, exactly.
As he kicks another one deep into the end zone. And Devine, standard protocol, I'll go back deep in the end zone, catch it, flip it to the official, and here we go again.
Well, Patriots 4 for 4 this second half. And Fargo Shanley, another second half collapse in the mix.
Well, right now, as they trail at 28-7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard, 2:47 to go. As Bird barks out the signals. They throw it out in the flat, caught Gores, and Century is right there to wrap up Gores. And that might be for a loss of 1, as that was Renz and Bosley in there to make the stop. It'll bring up second down and 11. 2.5, the clock winds. Bird on second down and 11. Claps his hands, fakes the handoff, back to pass. He's looking down the near side. He's got double coverage as they try to throw it to Kraft. And on the coverage there was Jacob Renz for Century along with Seth Nelson from his linebacking position.
Do you get the feeling that Century, after a half of kind of seeing this offense, are going,
yep,
okay, we saw it on film. Now it makes a lot more sense. We get a first half of the motions, the short passes, the different pieces, and now they're a lot more familiar.
And you know what, Chuck? It's the same thing for St. Mary's.
Okay.
I don't know what adjustments they made, but they went in and it's like, okay, now they're not – here's Gores on the reverse, and Century's having none of that again, and that's going to be another loss, and that's going to bring up 4th down for the Deacons, and they're going to have to punt the football. That was a quick 3-and-out there for Shanley.
Yeah, the Patriots are jacked up on defense now, and how many times do you see that? You know, they basically did a decent job holding Shanley to just a touchdown.
Was it a fumble?
Huh?
Oh, I didn't. Okay, well.
What? Okay.
Another turnover. Mansmith recovers it. Fumble. Here we go again.
I'm looking right through 2 posts on this one here.
Well, I didn't see it either, so we're 0 for 2. So Century on another turnover, 1st and 10 from the Deacon 19-yard line. Here comes a jet sweep. Arndt turns upfield. 10, spins off a tackle, and down to the 8-yard line goes Peyton Arndt. Big gain there, and they're going to say he's down to the 9, so it's going to be 1st and goal again for Century from the Deacon 9-yard line. 2 minutes to go, third quarter play, and it has been all Century in quarter number 3.
Wow. I guess. We didn't even see that one, and I didn't see a lot of celebration on that one either.
I didn't either.
It was right in the middle.
Dahl goes under center, I backfield behind him. Dahl hands off Arndt. Jab step left, cuts inside, spins across the 5, down to the 3-yard line, goes Peyton Arndt. Brings up 2nd down. They're going to spot him at the 4. It'll be 2nd down and goal to go from the 4-yard line. Minute 23 to go, quarter number 3.
Yeah, Arndt only had 7 carries in the first half, and it's pretty much been the Brady Dahl show the second half. And so Peyton Arndt I think he tapped the coach and said, "Hey, 22, I'm not a bad player. Give me the football, coach."
Remember me? Remember me?
A little something for the effort. Well, you got your big guy Jones to block. We'll see if he gets that load block on that side again.
Oh, here comes Dahl. He leads the way. Dahl goes in untouched. A big block there by Jones. Plugs the middle up. And
Deja vu.
And into the end zone, Brady Dahl for touchdown number 4 in quarter number 3.
Well, I think everybody knew that was happening. Touchdown number 5, right in quarter number 3, as they set the same lineup as they did basically 2 possessions ago, and they brought in Jones, and I think everybody and their mother knew he was going to run to the right side, but Shanley couldn't stop it.
Osmond on to attempt the extra point. Snap, hold down, kick is up, and the kick is good. 55 seconds to go in quarter number 3 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Century 35, Shanley 7. Back with more after this. Hub International Insurance timeout on the field.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Well, this certainly has been a different Century football team in this second half, as in quarter number 3 alone, they've tacked on 35 points, and they lead at 35-7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Here's Osmond again. At some point, he drives it again.
Can we interview a kicker after the game? Have we ever done that before?
I don't think we ever have, but, I mean, like I said, Osmond, he's going to have to take an ice bath.
And he is driving them out. How about these drives the second half? 4 plays, 4 plays, 4 plays, 1 play, and 3 plays. They've only had, 16 plays in the second half, and they got 5 touchdowns.
So here come the Deacons on 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line, trailing at 35-7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Bird's going to keep it, comes left, and going to pick up some good yardage as he's brought down just shy of the 25-yard line. They'll say he's at the 24. And Sloan getting up is, well, that was Devine. Was that Devine or Bird on the carry? I thought it was Bird.
I'm not sure. Jones he's getting a lot of PT now. Jones is playing that right defensive end, a little undersized at 180, but.
Bird fakes to Devine. Bird going over the top, and it's going to be incomplete as he overthrew Gores on the coverage there. Was Seth Nelson, the linebacker. Update from Mandan. 5:43 to go in the fourth quarter. It's 21-20. And Davies to attempt the extra point to try and tie it up. And it's good. I think he just barely made it over the crossbar. Here's another fumble on the field. Who's got it?
But that pitch was in front of the Gores, I think, and it got pushed forward. And we'll see who's going to jump on it. Looks like the Patriots.
Patriots are saying that they have it.
And coming up with the football, is that Jones? It is. It's Mr. Jones.
Jones comes up with the
I think that's a song, Scott.
Fumble recovery. And boy, oh boy. Troy Mattern has got to be absolutely beside himself right now as
that's the fourth turnover in this second half. It started, they went for it on fourth down at their own 44-yard line. They didn't make it, and everything has went downhill. I mean, we're talking about like steep downhill since then.
So the Patriots come out on 1st and 10 from the Deacon 28-yard line, trips to the near side of the field. Dahl's going to keep it, and he spins off a tackler, 25, still on his feet. 20 puts one hand in the ground and crawls forward down to the 19-yard line, goes Brady Dahl. So it certainly has been the Brady Dahl show here in quarter number 3, and that's going to end the third quarter of play on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 3 quarters in the books. It's Century 35, the Deacon 7. We'll be back for the final 12 minutes after this timeout on the PSP Network.
BNC has been here for over 25 years.
We're still a community bank that's there for you.
When you come in with your business plan, your vision, your idea, we can make it a reality.
I love seeing projects come alive for our clients.
We're real people helping real people.
We know you, and we're always happy to see you.
We build relationships. You're part of the BNC family.
We are part of the community.
It's what we're built on.
Yours truly, BNC.
Well, Chuck Claremont, it's been all Century in quarter number 3. They will have the football to start quarter number 4. Second down and short for Century from the Deacons' 19-yard line. As Brady Dahl goes under center, I backfield behind him. Brady, hands off, going right. Pajamula, 15-10, 5. Pajamula to the end zone. Touchdown, Century.
And what a great run by Isaiah Pajamula, Scott, as nice little stutter step in that hole and then busted to the outside and showed his speed, turned the shoulders pads, went straight ahead, and there's a hold.
Oh, yep, okay. Well, we'll take that one off the board. I didn't put it up there yet, so.
On the 10-yard line was the hold, so I guess you'll give him a 9-yard run for Pajamula, and then we'll go with a 10-yard penalty.
I didn't see the laundry on the field, so they're going to bring this one back. Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Medicine Shop. They're proud to support local athletics. The Medicine Shop offers free delivery, and you can get your flu shots at the Medicine Shop. Reminder, we'll have our Jobbers Moving and Storage Move of the Game. The Move of the Game sponsored by Jobbers Moving and Storage. They can help you move across town or across the country. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, or Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Here's Pajamula trying to bounce it to the outside, and he does. Puts his head down and bolts forward across the 15, and he's down to the 13-yard line.
I think they're going to say he stepped out of bounds, Scott, as Isaac Eminent, the linebacker, had a hold of him, pushed him outside. Nope, the other official said, nope, he was tiptoeing down the sideline. So give him a 6-yard gain for Pajamula and a first down.
Yes, it is. So Pajamula bounces back and redeems himself, gets a first down. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the Deacon 13-yard line. Brady Dahl goes under center, I backfield behind him. Dahl hands off, Pajamula left, and Pajamula running with a head of steam, and he's down to the 5-yard line.
We've got some new guys in here too, Scott. Wadley Lamy, Lamy, is playing left or tackle for the Patriots.
Okay, so, but Brady Dahl, the quarterback, still in there.
Yep.
Century knocking on the door one more time. 2nd down and 3 from the 6-yard line of the Deacons. Again, under center goes Brady Dahl, I backfield behind him. They give Pajamula, goes up the middle, cuts it outside, and he's going to be brought down for little or no gain. Adam Leininger makes a stop for Century, so now it'll be a 3rd down and 3
Didn't see anything in the middle.
They're going to give him one there. Sorry, Chuck.
Actually, you're in the 5, so he didn't get any yards.
No,
so,
that's what I thought.
So it was tried to go up the middle, nothing there, tried to bounce to the outside, and sometimes that's really difficult when you're inside the 10-yard line to try to bounce it outside because there's not that much room. And a good job again by Emineth. He's probably nearing Leininger was the one probably nearing double figures in tackles.
Tyler Burst brings the play in. Dahl goes under center. Pajamula again going left. Pajamula to the goal line. Did he get in? Yes. Touchdown, Isaiah Pajamula from 5 yards out and tack on 6 more. And Century is running away with this one.
Hey, when you see 3 of your bigs in the end zone, I mean, that says a lot. And then you also give credit to Tyler Burst, the fullback, as he was lined up on that left side, got a big block as well. So Pajamula gets into the end zone for the 6th touchdown of this second half.
Osman on to attempt another one, and he's ready. Snap, hold down, kick is up, and Osman blasts another one through. 9:36 to go in the ballgame on the BNC Bank scoreboard at Century 42. Shanley 7. Back with more on the PSP Network after this timeout.
This live digital radio broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by BNC National Bank, Subway, Hub International Insurance, The Medicine Shop, Bismarck State College, Bobcat of Mandan, Tires Plus, Chuppy Chiropractic Clinic, Bismarck LASIK, and Planning Team Financial Advisors. Make sure to stay up to date with all things high school athletics at PSP.network. Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
Isaiah Pajamula getting into the scoring column as he takes it over from 5-yard out. Extra point by Osman, and Century now leads this 42-7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard.
Boy, if you just joined us, it's what a third quarter. 4 touchdown runs by Brady Dahl. Renz at a 33-yard touchdown reception, and now Pajamula gets into the end zone, all on the heels of 4 turnovers in this second half on the last 4 possessions.
Here's a squiv kick. Devine's going to get a return from his 11, angles to the far sideline, breaking tackles, and he gets it out to the 21-yard line. So the Deacons will take over 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line, trailing this one 42-7 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Reminder, our Planning Team Financial's postgame show coming up at the conclusion of this one. Planning Team Financial Advisors, helping clients work toward financial freedom. Planning Team Financial Advisors.
Well, this should be running clock, right? Once the snap for this possession gets going.
Yeah, I think it does run after that. So
30 points is running clock in the second half.
They throw it out in the flat, and it's going to be caught by Selka Porter for
Twardowski.
That was a loss. Mike Twardowski, a 5'10 sophomore, making the stop.
Yeah, you're gonna start to see some younger kids getting in the ball game here for the Patriots, as Twardowski just sniffing that one all over. Who'd you say Chalka Porter got that?
Yep, Selka Porter got that one.
Chalka. What am I
Chalka.
Putting his first name together with Chayton Selka Porter.
Second 11, Bird fires one. It's going to be picked off. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown into the end zone goes Braden Hedricks on a 20-yard INT return and gives Century 6 more as they lead at 48-7.
Patriots, I mean, they're just sitting on those flat passes now because they know that they haven't been able to go deep on them, and they haven't had time to throw the football because they're starting to get some pressure. So Hendricks, the playing strong safety, he was up on the line of scrimmage, just stepped in front of that flat pattern and went, 15 yards, Scotty, probably?
Yep. I think actually it's more like 20.
Was it 20? Okay, because the ball was on the 20-yard line, so that's probably right.
Osman on for another one. Snap, hold down, kick is up, and the kick is good. 8:08 to go in the ball game. It's All Century. They lead on the BNC Bank scoreboard 49-7. Back with more after this timeout.
If you told me 10 years ago I'd be a dad, homeowner, and business partner, I wouldn't have believed it. There's lots of reasons I chose First Western.
Hey Lloyd, how are you today?
Locally owned, community invested, convenient, but most of all, whatever I need, wherever I am, I can count on them.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Got big plans? No matter what the size of the project, Bobcat of Mandan has a tough Bobcat skid steer or track loader for any job. Call Bobcat of Mandan and rent the perfect machine. Rentals are available by the day, week, or month with multiple attachment options and even a trailer when available. Special weekend rates too. Bobcat of Mandan also has Doosan excavators and payloaders, plus Coyote tractors for rent. Get the work done fast. Bobcat of Mandan on the Strip.
Century Patriots once again put another one in the end zone. The kick is going to be a touchback as he angled it, did Osmond towards the pylon, went out of bounds, and now the Deacons, they've just absolutely run into a huge buzzsaw here in the second half.
49 unanswered points. We'll see if Bird's still coming back in there. I'm surprised that they don't give Meyer a chance, as Meyer played a bunch of time last week against Landon Meyer, the sophomore quarterback. He played a bunch of possessions against Jamestown.
Here's Bird going left, and Bird's going to get it out to the 30, close to first down yardage.
So update at the Mandan, Scott, is it's 21-all, 1:23 left in that fourth quarter.
Oh, and they're punting it away as Davies. So Mandan's appears they're going to get good field position. Here's first down and 10 as Bird barks out the signals. He's going to give it to, and it looks like we got a new running back in there now for Shanley on the carry. That was number 44 for the Deacons, Jaden Ort, a 5'9", 185-pound senior. He's wrapped up for a loss of 2. It'll be second down and 12. Clock winds, 7:19. Bird wanted to keep it, but Ort took it away from him, and he's going to get no gain.
Pulled down by the Patriots by Mason Regal.
Mason Regal pulls that one down.
Oh, my God. Jones is down with probably cramping or something.
Yep, Jones just went down to the ground. So we're going to have an injury. Well, it appears we've got a timeout on the field. The Hubbard International Insurance timeout. Call 355-3100 and ask for Michael Borman, your commercial insurance needs, as they tend to Jones. It wasn't a full timeout, just an injury timeout now as they want the play clock reset.
Well, what a second half by the Patriots. I mean, just amazing. They came out and they dominated this second half. I mean, this is one of those pieces that it's kind of a statement game to me for the Patriots.
Yep, it sure is. Bird going over the left side, and he is not going to go anywhere. He's blasted at the 27-yard line by
Lycan
Parlett.
Parlett, a 5'7", 215-pound defensive lineman that he just had stepped around the center and blew up the runner. That runner was Ort again, right?
Yes, it was.
Ort's got 3 carries, 2 of them in negative yardage, saying, hey, wait a minute. Guys, going to block for me? Are they going for it on fourth down? They are.
Yeah, he's going to go for it. It appears anyways, unless we got the pooch kick coming into play. Yep, there's the pooch kick, and it's not a very good one.
Kind of poochy.
And it's going to be picked up the 45-40 and tripped up at the 35-yard line as on the return for Century. That was Mike Twardowski.
Yeah, Twardowski said, wait a minute, I'm going to pick this bugger up. Nobody's around me. Just an 18-yard kick, and then he returns it from the 45 down to the 35, 6-yard line. So That's the first, believe it or not, the first punt of the game.
Was it really?
Shanley, yeah.
So clock stops at 5:56 to go in the contest. 49-7. Century leads this one as they are in control. And we got a new quarterback in there. Kyan Barth in that quarterback.
29, I think it's Regan, right?
Yep, that is Trevor Regan. Trevor Reagan on the carry there for Century as he gets it across the 35 down to the close to the 32-yard line.
See if I can't get some numbers for you, Scott, on the offensive line who's playing right now. Center is, looks like 58.
That would be Landon Haugen. Barth tosses. Reagan on the carry on the toss play, and he gets close to a first down. I think he's got it and more.
Good block by Carter Kruger. He was jacked up. The junior he got a nice kick-out block, allowed Reagan to turn upfield, pick up a first down. Guy's getting a little bit of PT. What's TD's son's number? 88, maybe?
Is it?
No.
I don't know.
To figure it out, I know.
See if he gets some run here. There's Reagan again over the right side. Cuts back inside across the 20 down to the 19-yard line goes Reagan.
That's a nice 6-yard run there, so the clock's going to be running.
There it is, Landon Domries, number 42. Maxon Vig, number 41 as well. So we'll see if we can pull those numbers out for you. Reagan again, and he's going to be stood up at the 20-yard line. 4:15 left to play.
Tackle that time, Hospitalis, still in the game.
Running clock, 49-7 our score. It'll be 3rd down and 5.
My bad, Scott. That wasn't.
3rd down and 4.
Will Mayhus.
For the Patriots, in at quarterback is Kyan Barth. 6'1", 185-pound junior. He goes under center. Eye backfield behind him. Barth loses the snap, picked up by Reagan, and then he's bulldozed backwards.
Hello. He was 70.
Right.
Talk about Cam Ehlers.
Come on now. Give Osmond a shot, and they're going to. As Osmond's going to come in.
I'm telling you, he
deserves
Scotty,
it.
We're interviewing him.
He deserves it. He booms this one through. He's getting some PT, some radio, or some radio time after this one is Osmond.
So you have 39-yard field goal attempt.
39-yard field goal attempt by Osmond.
What's the call?
They're waiting for somebody.
Oh, Mansmith, he was over thinking about what he's going to be doing tonight at homecoming.
I think we might need a timeout, or this might go to a 42-yarder. Snap. Oh, and they're going to fake it. And that's going to be a bobbled snap there. And they didn't get – Osmond's going, come on, guys.
I mean, yeah, that was a snap that he probably could have put down. I think Duncan Tufty, he chose to do a fire, and I think he still could have had time to put it down. The ball, he kind of bobbled it, and, Osmond's like, you got to be kidding me. That was my chance for some radio love right there.
I still think we got to give it to him,
All
man.
Right.
2:51 to go in the contest, 49-7. Century in control of this one as the Deacons have it 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line. And Bird on the carry, and he's not going to go anywhere as he's brought down at the 20-yard line.
68. Jackson Parlett, 5'7" sophomore, he was jumping up. All these guys they're running towards the camera, right? They're getting a tackle, and right here. 68. That's a good number, Scott. 68. I like that.
Suppose, yeah. What makes you say that?
Well, somebody that I know wore that.
Yeah. Well, I know you didn't wear it at tight end.
I did not wear it. Oh, wow. Wow. Now it's, oh, boy.
2nd down and
Jeez. You are mean.
Oh, it wrapped up there at the original line of scrimmage. On the carry for the Deacons, that was Ort again.
Yeah, you got to give him 1 yard.
Yeah, I suppose. Give him a yard. Clock winds a minute 53. Oh, bad snap all the way back to the 5. Bird picks it up. Bird under duress, throws it, and he is blown up. Is that Jones?
Yep. It's Jones limping back, and Jones, he put a lick on Bird. Bird popped right back up, though. He's a tough kid.
Yeah, here comes Jones out of the game. So it'll be 4th down and 13.
Talking about the dance starting at 9 o'clock tonight.
Yeah,
I think Mansmith was getting ready for his moves on the sideline.
Minute 3 to play. Bird on 4th and 13. Bird is going to pooch kick it. And it's going to roll down to the 42-yard line. How about the 47-yard line? And Century, all they have to do is take a knee or two, and that's going to end this one here tonight at the MD Resource Community Bowl. And what a second half for the Century Patriots. As down 7-0 at the break, and they come out in that third quarter and put up 5 touchdowns. As Mandan and Davies going into overtime, as under center goes Barth, and he looks behind him, steps back, takes a knee, and it appears they're probably going to have to take one more, as about a 2-second differential between the game clock and the play clock. So Century will line up again, take an knee. Here's Barth, steps back and kneels it down, and that is going to do it here, as the Century Patriots are going to stay undefeated with a 49-7 victory over the Deacons for Fargo Shanley, and Shanley comes in and runs into an absolute buzzsaw here tonight at the MDU Resources Community Bowl. We'll take a timeout. We come back. Our Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show is next right here on the PSP Network. Century wins it 49-7. Back with more after this timeout.
This live digital radio broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by BNC National Bank, Subway, Hub International Insurance, The Medicine Shop, Bismarck State College, Bobcat of Mandan, Tires Plus, Chuppy Chiropractic Clinic, Bismarck LASIK, and Planning Team Financial Advisors. Make sure to stay up to date with all things high school athletics at PSP.network. Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.
The North Dakota Safety Council is dedicated to preventing injuries and saving lives by offering hundreds of safety courses. The NDSC helps workers return home safely every night and make sure schools are ready for any emergency. Our first aid training and defensive driving courses help save lives. We empower people through personal protection courses and operational risk assessments for businesses. We're a private, nonprofit organization committed to making North Dakota's homes, schools, communities, workplaces, and roads the safest in the nation. Learn more at ndsc.org.
Have real questions about your future? Here's your real answer. BSC offers hands-on training and a real college experience, making your future a reality. You don't have to travel far and wide for a really great education. Check us out at bismarckstate.edu.
With 28 on the shot clock, 53 on the game clock, sends it inside. Here's Allie Nelson to the right side. Cheddar's open, 4-3, on low, she scores!
PSP Network has one mission: promoting our local athletes while delivering pro-quality broadcast coverage. Stay up to date with the PSP Network on Twitter at Network PSP and on Facebook at The PSP Network. Like and follow our social media for your chance to win. PSP Network, it's game day.
You remember where this goes?
I don't know. Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zoom?
think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance?
If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Purchase 4 eligible Firestone tires and receive up to $120 in a prepaid Visa gift card. Thinking service? Think Tires
Team
Plus.
Financial Postgame Show. Planning Team Financial Advisors, here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit them online, planningteam.com. Now for the Planning Team Financial Postgame Show.
Welcome to our Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show as the Century Patriots win this one by a score of 49-7 here on homecoming night at the MDU Resources Community Bowl, as Chuck Claremont has made his way down to the playing field, and he is going to try to get a few words from head coach Ron Wingenbach and a couple of players right now. Let's go down on the field and Chuck Claremont. Chuck, take it away.
Although 7-0, you were playing horribly, but whatever halftime speech, whatever you did that second half, man, that's a third quarter to remember. Well, I tell you what, it all started with field position. It really did, and I think memory serves me right. Long pass to Sorensen over the middle, it just sparked us a little bit and got us off of the doldrums. And after that, I felt that once we had field position, we knew we kind of wanted to stay in a spread set against that front. They were just daring us to throw the ball, in essence. So that's what we did. I thought that was big for you guys too, because you haven't been throwing the football, and what a great kind of breakout night for Brady Dalton. I think he was 8 of 9 at just one incompletion tonight, and first touchdown of the season. And the receivers did a good job too of setting it up about our offensive line. It was just kind of a gelling perhaps of the offensive line and the whole offense in general, especially that third quarter. A team with Shanley obviously they've given a lot of people fits. They came out and didn't know what was going to happen with their quarterback, and it seemed to me like defensively, it took you kind of half to figure out the motions, the speed, the whatever else. But man, that second half, they got nothing. You're right, though. Losing their quarterback, he was a big cog of their offense, and hopefully he'll be back this year. But I think it took a little while for our defensive, especially our perimeter guys, to kind of feel the speed of what they were going to present. We thought we tried to give it as best a look as we could all week, but the second half, they kind of honed in a little bit, and they kind of got their feet underneath themselves, and I thought we rallied to the ball real well. 28 in a row, Coach, next week. 29, Bismarck High, I think their record's 28 in a row, and that's a big week against the Demons. It always is, and you can throw out the records. Sometimes a wounded dog is the worst, and I tell you what, they'll be ready. Congratulations, Coach. Good luck next week. Thanks, Chuck. Let's have Brady step in here first. For you, Brady, running the football, 4 touchdowns in a quarter. Just talk about how you're feeling after that quarter.
Obviously we feel great, but we got a big game next week, and O-line blocked really well for me on the goal line, and that's how I scored my touchdown.
How fun was that for you throwing the football, too? You came out that second half and had some opportunities, some big play to Sorensen, then you had another play to Renz, and just throwing the football. You seem to be in tune with your receiver.
I got open. They're really good guys. They're really good players. That's why we can kind of use that.
You made some great throws. I just felt like offensively, your team maybe turned the corner that third quarter and got a lot of confidence both rushing the football and throwing. It makes you guys that much more difficult to plan for.
Yeah, we got to keep rolling. Next week, got a big week next week, and we're going to prepare and do our best to win that game.
All right, good luck, man. Congratulations. All right, Mr. Benjalson, step in here. We talk about Renz Island, but boy, I think you showed tonight. Going against a couple of the best receivers in the state of North Dakota in Divine and in John Gores, you guys had your handfuls coming to the game tonight.
They're great players, and our defense just pulled through tonight.
Your defense played tremendous. For you, something like this going against guys that good offensively, I'm going to guess that's something as an athlete you just get up for.
Yeah, I respect them very good. I don't give up the big play, and we just turn them.
Step in that interception. Kind of talk us through what you were seeing when you intercepted the football that first half.
I saw him line up into the inside, and I just
fun for you as to play in a defense where you guys got athletes at every level?
It's really spectacular. You have really good athletes, and I really think that
You're a great defense, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations, great job. Good luck next weekend.
Thank you very much.
All right, Scotty, back to you.
All right, Chuck Claremont, great job down on the field as the Century Patriots win this one 49-7. You heard some comments from Brady Dahl, and Brady Dahl in that third quarter was just a man-child. A 1-yard touchdown run, a 9-yard touchdown run, a 3-yard touchdown run, then he threw a 33-yard touchdown pass, and then another 4-yard touchdown run. So Century certainly very impressive here tonight, and the Deacons come in and run into a buzzsaw here on homecoming night from the MD Resources Community Bowl. Our Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show rolls on with more. When we come back, Chuck will look at the final individual and team numbers. Century wins it 49-7. Back with more on the PSP Network after this timeout.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advice offered through GWM Advisors, LLC, doing business as Goss Advisors, a registered investment advisor. GWM Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Enjoy waking up and not having to reach for your glasses? See clearly with LASIK from Bismarck LASIK. Imagine no more hassles or expenses of glasses and contacts. At Bismarck LASIK, our highly experienced LASIK surgeon, Dr. Stephen Wexler, and our state-of-the-art clinic can improve your vision through a quick corrective procedure that's affordable and life-changing. Book your free consultation with Bismarck LASIK. Call 701-222-2020, 701-222-2020, or schedule online at bismarcklasik.com.
North Dakota Safety Council is dedicated to preventing injuries and saving lives by offering hundreds of safety courses. The NDSC helps workers return home safely every night and make sure schools are ready for any emergency. Our first aid training and defensive driving courses help save lives. We empower people through personal protection courses and operational risk assessments for businesses. We're a private, nonprofit organization committed to making North Dakota's homes, schools, communities, workplaces, and roads the safest in the nation. Learn more at ndsc.org.
Welcome back to our Planning Team Financial Advisors post-game show. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit us online at planningteam.com. Well, Century wins this one 49-7. We can also tell you in overtime in Mandan, Fargo Davies knocks off the Mandan Braves by a score of 27-21. So a tough loss there for the Mandan Braves. We'll try to get you up to date on some other scores as they come across the wire here tonight. Let's see, what do we got? Mustangs. The West Fargo Cheyenne shuts out Minot 37-0. So a big win there. Up in Divide County on the 9-man side, they beat MLS 48-8. So Divide County having themselves a good season as well. What else do we have here as Chuck tries to tally up 41-0 up in Williston. St. Mary is in control of that one. West Fargo knocks off Legacy 41-25. Packers win their third straight. Parker Nelson, a big night, rushes for 273 yards and 2 touchdowns. So big night there for Parker Nelson. As we don't have any other ones finally yet. Grand Forks Central over Turtle Mountain 42-0 at half. That was a while ago. but some more scores coming across, and we'll get those to you. As I believe my partner's all set. He's regained his breath, and he's ready to fire away with some individual and team numbers.
What are you saying? I got some carbon blown
out? No,
out?
I just said you just regained your breath, and you're just ready to go.
Okay.
So take it away there, big
all right,
fella.
Thanks, man. For the Fargo Shanley Deacons, it was a second half to forget, as they had 138 yards and 34 plays in the first half. Well, they only ran 17 or 20, I guess 27 plays and had 60 net yards that second half. And so they were led by Aiden Devine, had 16 carries for 61 yards, had a 3-yard touchdown run in that first half. Gores had 3 carries for a net negative 10 yards. Bennett Bird, 7 for 20. And then Ort came in and had 3 carries for -3. Bennett Bird had a decent first half, throwing 11 of 17 for 138, but then the second half, he wants to forget that, as he had 3 interceptions in the second half, ends up with 19 of 31 for 188 yards and 4 interceptions on the night. John Gores was his favorite receiver, 6 catches for 48. Aiden Devine had 4 for 61. Tyler Kraft had 2 for 15. Chayton Sauka Porter had 4 for 60. And then Isaac Emeneth had 2 for 7. For the Century Patriots, Peyton Arndt had 9 carries for 30 yards. Brady Dahl, have a game, my man. 20 carries, 94 yards, and 4 touchdowns. A 1-yarder, a 7-yarder, a 3, and a 4-yarder, all in that third quarter. Isaiah Pajamula had 5 carries for 28. He also had a 5-yard touchdown run. Trevor Reagan came in late and had 5 carries for 14 yards. And then Jacob Renz had 1 carry for 4. Brady Dahl throwing 7 of 8. Passing for 185 yards. He had some big plays. He had a 33-yard touchdown to Jacob Renz, as Renz had a big game. 3 catches for 88 yards. He had a 20-yarder, a 35-yarder, and a 33-yarder for a touchdown. Sorensen, speaking of big catches, you heard his coach talk about the big one down the middle of the field on a seam route for 59 yards. It led to their first touchdown of the second half. Peyton Arndt had 1 catch for 5 yards. Nate Anderson had 1 catch for 19. And then Adam Schmidt had 1 catch for 14. Team statistics, the Century defense did it again, as Shanley just had 68 yards on 28 carries. And the Patriots had 40 carries for 177 yards, so over 100 yards in that second half alone for the Patriots. So 185 to 188 passing, so really close for both the Patriots and the Deacons. But 48 total plays is all Century ran tonight. But they scored on 7 of them, or 6 of them, and they had 355 net yards, as the Deacons had 61 plays for 254 yards. Deacons did have 2 fumbles, and each team just had 1 punt, but Osmond had 55 yards on his punt, and a lot of kicks that went out of the end zone, that's for sure. 1 kick for the Deacons for 18 yards. Century had 6 penalties, but 5 of those in the first half. And then 12 first downs to 13. Shanley had 11 the first half, just 2 that second half. 4 big interceptions for the Patriots. Bryn Jolfson, you heard him talk about it in the first. He had 1 in the first half. Mansmith got 1 the second half. Hinderer got 1, and then Braden Hendricks stepped in and got the 4th one, and that was a pick 6. So the Century defense dominant, and a lot of short fields, as you heard his coach talk about that this is where they started from the second half. The 32, the 44, and these are all on the side of the Deacons, the 33-yard line, the 19-yard line, the 28-yard line, and the 36-yard line. So those are all, in that second half. So short fields, but boy, the offense, they played. They looked good the second half. The defense did what they normally do for the Patriots, just giving up 250 yards and just 68 yards rushing. So impressive again for the Patriots. I got a feeling they'll be number 1 again next week, Scott.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good feeling, Chuck, as I got to agree with you on that. We've got to give out our Jobbers Moving and Storage Move the Game. Jobbers Moving and Storage focus on the details of the process without ever losing sight of the big picture, the efficient step-by-step approach. To Move Management keeps everyone on the same page and includes a comprehensive service of proactive checks, double checks, and ongoing communications that ensure attention to all details every step of the way. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. And, Chuck, one thing that probably stands out to me, because I think we know probably who's going to get our MVP of the game tonight, but I think it might have been that touchdown pass, or not touchdown pass, but that big pass to Cyan Sorensen,
Yeah,
a guy that came in, had 2 catches for 28 yards. But, boy, I tell you what, they split him. They moved him right down the seam, and a big pitch and catch there that really set up a Brady Dahl touchdown run.
I agree with you. Now, the interception was big for return for a touchdown, but the game was out of hand at that point in time. So that big 59-yard catch by Sorensen setting up with the first of Brady Dahl's touchdowns, to me, that was a big key to the game. Obviously, their coach thought it. He said that was a big play that came to mind for him. So I'm with you, Scotty. Our sport clips.
Nope, Jobbers moving.
That's the move of the game. We don't have the MVP.
Now let's go into our
next.
MVP of the game. Be the MVP when you go to Sport Clips for an MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips. They're located at 411 South 3rd Street in Bismarck. Chuck,
Well,
I mean,
you got to go to Brady Dahl, right?
I think, yeah. I mean, there's no question about it.
20 for 94, 4 touchdowns. Also was 7 of 8 passing for 185 yards. So he had 279 yards of total offense at 5 touchdowns, 4 running and 1 passing, and just an impressive day for Brady Dahl. He's going to sleep well tonight. He's going to enjoy a little bit of homecoming.
Yes, he is, as Brady Dahl is our Sport Clips MVP of the game. Well, a big win tonight for the Century Patriots as they stay undefeated and they move to 6-0 on the season. The Deacons, they're going to fall to 3-3 on the season thus far. So certainly, hey, we want to thank all of our sponsors tonight, BNC National Bank, also to Hubb International Insurance, to the Medicine Shop, Tires Plus, Chuppy Clinic, the planning team, financial advisors for the post-game Sport Clips, and also Jobbers Moving and Storage and those other sponsors you hear throughout the broadcast. Reminder, our next PSP network here locally, well, it'll be next week right here at the MD Resources Community Bowl. Century will take on Bismarck High. Repeating our final score here tonight on the BNC Bank scoreboard, Century wins it 49-7 over the Deacons from Fargo Shanley. For Chuck Claremont, Scott Woodmansey saying so long from the MDU Resources Community Bowl.
This live digital radio broadcast presentation on the PSP Network is brought to you by BNC National Bank, Subway, Hubb International Insurance, The Medicine Shop, Bismarck State College, Bobcat of Mandan, Tires Plus, Chuppy Chiropractic Clinic, Bismarck LASIK, and Planning Team Financial Advisors. Make sure to stay up to date with all things high school athletics at PSP.network. Make sure to like and follow PSP Network on all social media platforms. PSP Network, it's game day.